Wow. Wow. All I gotta say is wow after this game. Wow. 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 What a game. What a game. What a game. Nets Nation. Nets World. Nets Mafia. What a game. Wow. That's all. Wow. A lot to get into. A lot to get into. Like this game was what an amazing playoff feel. Katie, Giannis, best. It was just amazing. Let me shout out everybody that's in here before we get started. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Yes, Nest Nation. Yes. Tough loss, but it was still a good game. Still a good game. A lot of things we could have done better. A lot of things we could have done better. Yeah, let me shout out everybody in here. Yo, Blade Runner was good. Yo, CWE, yo, what's good? SKTS, yeah. DJ Kajam, yeah, what's the word? Daniel Pierre was good. Aaron Christie, hey, what's up? Hoodie KD, what's good? Andy 290, what's good? Blaze, big up, the Nets Mandem. Shout out to all the UK, London International, Nets World International. Shout out Nets World International. What's good? Blaze, what's good? Ramon, what's good? Hoodie KD. Mike Woody, what's up? Knowledge is key. What's good, yo? The Fly Guy Squad, Jordan Zoom. Yeah, a lot of angry people tonight. A lot of people are angry tonight. A lot of Nets Nation is angry tonight. We'll talk about that also. A lot of Nets Nation angry on Kyrie tonight. Zay Shaw was good. Nicholas Reed. MJ Zaire was good. The game, yeah. A lot of people upset tonight. A lot of people upset. Daily Dose was good. Justice CWE KJ was good. Who else is in here? Yeah, everybody in here. Shout out everybody in here. Yeah, so this game, first off, I want to say, Nets Nation, there's no need to panic over this loss. Like I said, it was just a good, gritty game. It's just one of those good, gritty game. Like I said, it's the Bucks at full strength. Giannis was great. Giannis versus KD. Giannis versus KD. And the first thing I want to get off my chest is the turnovers. The turnovers. Too many of them. 16 total turnovers. It just killed us the whole game. It just, we can't win when we turn the ball over that much, And KD was great tonight, but even he's got to look himself in the mirror today and said, I turned the ball over too much, And I know he's probably going to say that in a press conference. Again, the Bucks are a great three-point shooting team. How much they shot? 40% from three. Both teams actually shot 40% from three. Rebounds, we out rebounded the Bucks. Assists, everything was even. Almost everything was even across the board except for the turnovers. And then, of course, the points in the paint, the Bucks won that, and the 3-point percentage, everything was even. You know what I'm talking about? So again, this game, like with shout out, I appreciate the super chat, man. Proud by chance taking calls today. I'm not sure yet. I probably will. We probably will. Yeah, this game, like we gotta focus on the turnovers is really what killed us. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people are going to talk about this game because it's national. You're going to see it trending on the news, trending everywhere tomorrow. A lot of people are going to talk about this, but we had 16 total turnovers, right? We only lost by 3. KD was amazing. Kyrie was bad tonight, and we only lost by 3. Giannis had to score 50. Giannis scored 50, 16 total turnovers by the Nets. Kyrie couldn't buy a shot, and we only lost by 3. So, like, Nets Nation, I don't know why we're panicking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we're panicking. We could have won this game. And I know a lot of Nets Nation is using the Harden excuse tonight. Like, oh, we didn't have Harden. We didn't have Harden tonight. Like, a lot of Nets Nation is using that excuse, but there's no need to bring Harden into this. We could have won this game without Harden. You know what I'm saying? We beat ourselves with the turnovers. You know? And with Kyrie, it was just like he couldn't get in the rhythm. You know, he couldn't get in the rhythm until that he made that good clutch 3 at the end, but he was bad tonight. And there's a clip online right now of Kyrie staying after the game taking shots because he knew he was bad tonight. He knew he was awful tonight. What was his percentage? Kyrie was 8 for 21. That's bad. 2 for 8 from 3. 20 points. He knew he was bad. That's why he's staying after the game taking shots because he knew he could have helped KD more. You know, he knew KD had to carry. KD had to carry tonight, but that's okay. At the end of the day, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? This was a good game. We got to learn from it. You know, learn from the mistakes. Let me see some of the comments. Grace Food said, winnable game. Yeah, winnable game without Harden. A lot of Nets Nation is using that Harden excuse. It's like, this is a winnable game without Harden. You know, winnable game without Harden. Somebody said, like, Kyrie stop fasting. Millie TV, if we had Harden instead of Kyrie. No. Let's not get into that, y'all. Mediocre team. No. I'm not gonna say all that. Like I said, we could have won this game. This was a very winnable game, y'all. Very, 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 very winnable game. And then I actually like the defense we played on Giannis. I know Giannis had 50 points, but people don't gotta understand, like, Giannis is not gonna shoot like that every single game. He had he shot out of his mind tonight. Like, Giannis doesn't shoot like that every game, y'all. He was making threes. I think he was 50% from 3, and he was making every jump shot that we're giving him. Like, he doesn't shoot like that often. Like, we will live and die with Giannis doing. Like, I'll live with Giannis taking those shots. If Giannis makes those tough shots he was making, those jump shots and threes he's making tonight, I'll live with that. I'll tip my hat and be like, okay, I'll live with that, because he doesn't shoot like that. You know what I'm saying? Tonight he did, and we just had to live with it. But again, at the end of the day, he had 50 points, and we still had a chance to win the game, only down by 3. You know what I'm saying? And then something else in that fourth quarter, right? We ended the game in the third quarter, tied in the third quarter, right? Tied in the third quarter. The third quarter ends, we're tied. We go into the fourth quarter. KD and Kyrie go to the bench. We actually get a 6-point lead on the Bucks, right? 8 minutes left. Chris Middleton. People sleep on Chris Middleton, man. He's the forgotten guy on the Bucks. People sleep on Chris Middleton. I think he had like 27 points tonight, something like that. He had like 4 straight points, and then the Bucks went on like an 11-0 run. After that, we were chasing the Bucks in the fourth quarter to get the lead back. You know what I'm saying? And Steve Nash, with the whole Blake Griffin thing, I put on IG. Blake Griffin got to play more. I know Blake Griffin had 2 fouls, but he didn't play the whole third quarter. I put on my IG, yo, Blake Griffin got to play more. We can use his strength and his shooting, his space in the floor. As soon as I said that in the fourth quarter, I see Blake in the game. I'm like, oh, finally, because Blake really gave us good minutes. You know what I'm saying? He played great defense on Giannis. In the last 2 minutes, Giannis was 1 of 4. 1 of 4 in the last 2 minutes. Like, he played great defense down the stretch on Giannis. You know what I'm saying? When the game was on the line, Giannis was not making shots. Shamit was great. Shamit was great too. Shamit was great. That turnover by Shamit, I see somebody said that turnover by Shamit. Yeah, it was bad. The turnovers as a team was just really bad. We just turned the ball over too much. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie played awful. Yeah, we know. And people want to say, like, I know people are going to blame Kyrie tonight. I'm about to call Discord soon, y'all. I know people want to blame Kyrie tonight, but people got to understand Drew Holiday is one of the best defensive people in the league. Like, people sleep on Drew Holiday. He is literally a defensive player of the year, like, kind of guy. Like, he locks in, and people don't forget, like, Drew Holiday was guarding Kyrie and put the clamps on him. You know what I'm saying? He made it tough for Kyrie. He really made it tough for Kyrie. People forget what Drew. That's what I was tell you about the Bucks. Like, Giannis is scary, but Drew is. When they got Drew, that changed everything because Drew is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. You know what I'm saying? And people got to understand Drew put that work on Kyrie. So that's why Kyrie was not effective today. Only 20 points, you know? And then as far as the role players failed us. The only role player that was good was Blake and Shamit. Everybody else failed us. Bruce Brown, Joe Harris failed us tonight. Terrible shooting by Joe Harris. All the role players failed us. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come through for KD. That's why I said KD had to carry this game. You know? KD had to carry this game. They didn't come through for him. And then with Shamit was shooting out of his mind. Let me see what Shamit's stat. There's a lot to get into, y'all. Hold on. Shamit was shooting out of his mind tonight. Somebody said we need Claxton. Yeah, I knew Claxton wasn't going to play tonight. Again, he hasn't played in like 3 weeks, so Steve Nash is not going to throw him out there in a playoff intensity game. Like, he's not going to do that. Y'all. What was Shamit tonight? 17 points, 5 for 9, 4 for 7 from 3. Joe Harris, 2 for 7, 5 points. You can't do that, Joe. 1 for 5 from 3. Can't do that for us, Joe. We need you, Joe. You look at the Bucks lineup. They had 3 guys. Giannis had almost 50. Chris Middleton has almost 30, and then Drew Holiday had like 22. Like, we need somebody else to score. Jeff Green, 7 points. Jeff Green, 1 for 3 from 3. They failed us tonight, bro. DeAndre, 10 points, 11 rebounds. DeAndre was good tonight, but then he just disappeared. Then the bench, everybody else on the bench didn't really do nothing. Tyler Johnson didn't do nothing. 0 points, 0, 0, 0. All I see is zeros on the bench, except for Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? So we can't. It's hard to win when the role players don't do good too. You know. CW Easton Nash needs to be fired. Gio Brando said DJ played good. He just doesn't contest shots on the perimeter. Joe needs to come off the bench. He's a liability. Zay should have played more, and Bruce as well. Yeah. I don't know about. It was tough because Bruce didn't look like he was in rhythm either. Bruce just was coming off a knee injury too, so he was just didn't look right either. You know. Yeah. No, and I thought the officiating was really good tonight. I'm not gonna lie, the officiating did not affect the game. They were letting them play, and I really like that about the officiating tonight. They were letting the guys play. Hold on, y'all. Let me call the Discord, though. Hold on, y'all. It's an early stream. It's an early stream, so I know people is not gonna be in there. It's early. Yo. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Did you turn on the stream, AJ? No, just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still muted.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Yo.
What's good, y'all?
What up?
One of those nights. Or one of those days. Man. One of those days.
It's just one of those days, man. It's just one of those days. Good game, though. I'm glad we kept it close. For how bad we were playing, I'm glad we kept it close.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about this game, y'all. And a
This
lot of people upset.
this is probably this is the most we've had to talk about in the last week when it comes to Nets basketball.
Yeah, a lot of people is panicking. I see a lot of panic. I see a lot of people tight. I see angriness. I see people say it's just a whole bunch of different emotions. Mad different emotions.
A whole lot of it's over, bro. We lost, bro. We're not gonna make the playoffs, bro. It's over.
No, there should be no panicking, but there's definitely reason for some frustration. I'll give it that.
Yeah. But yeah, Saint. You can go first, Saint. What's your take on the game? I guess overall.
All right, let me take a deep breath before I.
Yeah, bro. I had to too because it's so much. It's so much. Right. It's so much, bro.
All right, so I mean, my positives. I'm going to try and start with the positive. Obviously, Durant. His 5 turnovers, whatever. Yeah. But I think his 42 points and his 10 rebounds and all that other shit, just being the man this game. I'm good with that. I was even. I mean, yeah, he's not stopping. He's not stopping Giannis, but I was happy with DeAndre's play at least. Another 11 bounds, 10 points, a block in there, a steal. Like, I'm okay with that. He only gave up 1 turnover.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad at DeAndre tonight. Shamit and Blake, I was happy with their play. Yeah. They were doing the best they could. Outside of that, everybody else, I was, it was not impactful. Joe just didn't have a good game today. He was missing from 3. He tried to get it going, but it just wasn't working. I felt like with Nash, he should have played Elise more. I honestly do.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised not to see Brown and Elise maybe come in there a little bit more and get on some of these smaller guards, especially if you weren't really going to play Mike James.
Yeah.
I felt like Nash started out real strong in the beginning with who we were choosing. The game was close. I liked the first. See, I watched the first 2 quarters, and then I had to drive home for an hour, so I listened to the last 2 quarters.
Okay.
But the sense I got was that it felt like in the first half, like he was making good calls, good movement, good players in and out, and then it just seemed like third and fourth quarter. That went out the window.
Like I said, the first half, it was good. This game was really, really close, like basically the whole game. And in third quarter, we ended the third quarter tied. It was a tied game at the end of the third quarter. It was even.
Yeah.
And then that fourth quarter, Katie and Kyrie go to the bench, right? And Chris Middleton, right? People, like I said, Chris Middleton's the slept-on player on the Bucks. Chris Middleton had I think it was like 3 or 4 straight points. And
yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah,
he was.
Because the bench actually got us the lead. We were in the fourth quarter. We were up by 6, and I think it was like early on. The bench got us the lead with Katie and Kyrie. I think Landry Shamet hit a 3, and then we were up. And then Chris Middleton, Chris Middleton hit those buckets, and then they go on an 11-0 run, and now we're chasing the Bucks in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? We're chasing the whole fourth quarter. And like I said, with Giannis, a lot of people think like, oh, DJ can't guard him, and it's like, no, it's not that. It's like they stuck to the game plan. I would let Giannis take those shots because Giannis was a shooter tonight. I mean, Giannis,
it didn't matter who you put on Giannis, dude. He was getting buckets. I'm sorry, like we don't have interior defense, and even if you put Claxton on him, even if you put Elise on him, like you just weren't stopping him down low. That's just the reality. And when they're also that underrated team where people don't realize, like, that Forbes cat can shoot, like Giroux could shoot, Middleton could shoot, like they can shoot. So if he's getting all that attention, it's like you either live one-on-one with Giannis, letting him feast, or you double team him and he kicks it to a guy that's going to give you a 3.
Yeah,
and that's just
they were leaving Giannis to shoot. It's just that Giannis was hitting his shots today. And I was telling in the chat earlier, I was like, Giannis doesn't shoot like that often, so it's like, you think about it, he was making his shots today, he had 50, but at the end of the day, we were still down by 3, or we still had a chance to win this game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said too, like, don't panic, like, people don't need to panic, because, I mean, again, here we are not full strength, here we are not full, what we could be playing all cylinders, and I'm not even going to address the Kyrie thing, because I just...
Yeah, I'll let Julian talk about that.
I'm getting irritated with Kyrie, so I'm going to try to leave that alone. Like,
hold on. Let me read the comments. I'm going to let Rage and Julian go. Hold on. Let me read the comments. Oh, man. There's a troll in the chat. Oh, there's a troll?
But real quick, KGT just said, "I'm not saying you leave him alone, but what I said was, is you either live with him banging it in on you down low, 1-on-1, or you double team him and he kicks it out to somebody out." Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to let Giannis shoot because
I'll take that.
He's not the greatest outside shooter in the world.
Yeah.
And he had a game where he was making his outside shots a lot. So, I mean, you have to, with a player like that, you have to choose a game plan and stick with it, or be willing to change it up. It just depends. But when you don't have a defense, like some of these teams do, it's like you don't have many options and you have to pick your poison. And tonight he was hitting his shots. So,
I'll let Giannis take those.
Claxton, I think, is the only guy that could kind of speed-wise keep up with him, but...
Yeah, I'll let Giannis take that. You know what I'm saying? I'll let Giannis take those shots because, like I said, Giannis doesn't shoot like that often. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think on Tuesday, I don't think Giannis is gonna shoot like that again. You know what I'm saying? He just had one of those games. Every player has one of those games where they're just in the rhythm and they can't miss. And Giannis had one of those games. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, he's not the worst shooter in the world, but he's also not the most consistent. So. And
people forget in the fourth quarter, he was 1 for 5 in that fourth quarter in the stretch. He wasn't making shots in the fourth quarter when Blake Griffin was on him. You know, he wasn't making shots in that fourth quarter. Somebody said it's bad for us to play 2-3 zone. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned that to me about Nash playing zone. Yeah, that would. You know how Nash is. He's not the coach to do that, but that would be great on the Bucks. Like 2-3 zone would be amazing on the Bucks. I don't know why we don't play 2 or zone. At least some type of zone on the Bucks. We need some type of zone on the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean that is a good point. Why don't we play more zone?
Yeah, that would be that's a good point. Somebody said maybe Kyrie need to grow his beard out. Rachel trying to hype up Giannis after the game. Giannis put like 35 on Jordan. KD was alone tonight. Yeah, everybody said that. Okay, shout out MXO. Shout out Mike Gwitty. Somebody got Ramadan Kyrie a granola bar. I was expecting a lot of Kyrie hate tonight. The destination is pissed about Kyrie tonight, bro. And I mentioned this before. There's a clip on Twitter right now of Kyrie stayed after the game. Kyrie knew he was bad tonight. He knew he was bad. There's a clip of Kyrie after the game. He's taking shots. He's taking shots after the game. But I just want to let Nets Nation know. I know Kyrie was bad tonight, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We gotta relax. Go ahead, Julian. Though I know Julian gotta defend his.
Shout out, KD.
Yeah, Kyrie Nation. All right, guys, hold on. Let me introduce you though. This is Julian, the head ambassador of Kyrie Nation, guys. All right.
Yeah, shout out, KD.
Yeah.
And to everybody who got us to look up. I think it's one of those games. We had a lot of these type of games where either one of the big three didn't play bad or I'm trying to think of an example. But for this game, it's like Kyrie didn't even play good, and Giannis had the shooting night of his life, and y'all still won by 3.
Yeah.
So it's like one of them. We've had a lot of those throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
But as for Kyrie, I didn't, I really wish he wouldn't have became a Muslim, but it's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the people talking about some just eat, just give him, just eat and some shit. I guess it's really important to him or whatever.
That's his religion, so you can't really can't really come at him for that. It's his religion.
Yeah, I try not to come at that.
Yeah.
But I've seen it's the same thing with the Heat game when they talk, and Bam defended him good, but Rob, I've seen Kyrie shit on Bam, bro. I've seen Kyrie dick on Drew Holiday, and it's just
people underestimate Drew, bro. I'm telling you, Drew is one of the best defenders in the league.
No,
bro.
he is. He's one of the best defenders. We were talking about it.
He's underrated. He's underrated, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm aggravated too. I want May 13th to come, but the man's temple is compromised. If you never fasted or cut weight, I don't think you would fully understand. But you can be aggravated though. I get it. I mean, he's my favorite player, and I don't like him seeing him having bad games. But it's not gonna be forever. It's not gonna be, because it literally this stretch of ass, this literally started right when Ramadan started. Before that, he was beautiful. So
It's almost at the end, y'all. It's almost at the end. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You mind if I say one thing, and I'm not going to bring anything up about Kyrie again?
Yeah.
So I don't forget it. My whole bag with Kyrie is like, even at the beginning of the season, the dude came out and basically said there's more to life than just basketball. I get that to some degree.
Yeah.
But when you're getting paid $33 million and then you're going to go into making 40, the team and the performance better be a high priority on your list. Like, yeah. I respect all people's love and their faith, and I ain't shitting on it either. That's why I don't agree with you. But it's like, at some point, it's always something. It's like Kyrie first and then everything else later. And it's like, at some point, like, you got to show some priority to your team, to your teammates.
The whole season, almost.
I don't agree, but that's why I don't like. I'm just saying, like, at some point,
whenever he's on the court, he shows priority.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I say when he's on the court, he does, but like people.
But when he's outside, but when he chooses outside shit that affects his onside court, that means to me you're not showing priority, especially when you're getting paid that much goddamn money.
Saint has a point. The reason people question Kyrie's commitment to the team is because, again, when he went MIA, I'm just giving Saint's side. I see what Saint's saying. He went MIA on the team. He was gone for that 3 weeks or whatever, and then the constant personal reasons.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not bagging on like the man. I will agree
right now. Mm-hmm.
Because it is affecting his playing, bro. I mean, it really is. Like, people can't get mad at people that have my opinion and saying when your decisions outside of the game obviously affect your in-play gaming because you're either not consistent taking time, you're fasting, you're doing other stuff. Like, that is a valid criticism to say that it is affecting your game and the team. I'm not debating the man's skill. The man's got great skill. He is clutch in the playoffs. But again,
if he didn't play, you would be mad. If he was just like, I'm gonna be on Ramadan, like I'm not gonna negatively affect the team.
All I'm saying is I would be frustrated just as much as I'm frustrated now, where it's like, I get it. I get what he's doing. I respect that religion. But at the same time, it's like, it's just, at what point does a team become your top priority? And it always seems like it's not the top priority, especially when you are making that much money. Like, I don't want to pay a guy $30 to $40 million a year to just kind of be like, I'm going to do what I want to do and just deal with it. Like, you're not that important to me as a piece to a puzzle. You're trying to win a championship to just be like, here, let me just throw 30-40 million at you and let you do what you want. That's my only gripe with him. Like, I hope he comes out of this and gets his head right and gets in the game and shows up in the playoffs and it's a past thing. But that's all I'm really saying. Like, I don't deny the man's skill by any stretch of the matter, but
hold on, let me read some comments. See what.
I'll just leave it at that. I won't even say anything else.
Let me see what Nets Nation is saying about this. They're saying here, Kyrie. Aaron, shout out Aaron. He said Kyrie doing good things, but he got to look at the team. Brisk JC said Kyrie selfish for fasting. SKT said exactly. MJ said people would be more relaxed if the team gave a firm return date for Harden. Until that happens, players will be subject to becoming the scapegoat for shortfalls of the team.
That's fair. That's valid.
Corey said Kyrie plays well alongside with players like Harden and LeBron with playmaking skills, not rocket science. This chat is tripping. Kyrie selfish. I see people saying Kyrie selfish.
I think it's a little bit of both, but
like I said, it's
missing games is one. Intentionally missing games is one thing, but like religion is like, how is that?
I know. I get that. I guess that's
I
my thing. It's always, but
I get that. But
it just seems like it's always something with him. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to go into the thing about saying he's a head case, he's mental, because I'm not thinking that. It's just always something with him. Like, that's kind of the player he's always been. It's always something with him. And I know some of it is media created, but some of it is very much his own creation. And you choose to make decisions, whether it's Ramadan, religion, or anything else. But your decisions, just because it's religion, it still has... It's your decisions of what you do still has consequences, good or bad, on other things.
That's true.
And then
that's all I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting. You'll never hear me disrespect anybody's religion. Yeah. Whether you're Jewish, whether you're Muslim, it doesn't. I'll never disrespect that. But your decisions do have a cause and effect. That's always.
And my take is with this.
I'm done great.
My take with this is again, like, I get both sides of the situation, like Julian's side and Saint's side, and with Kyrie, right? And trust me, in the beginning of the year, I kind of was emotional too with Kyrie taking off games and going MIA, not letting us know what's going on. I was emotional about it. I was upset. I was angry. But then eventually I just realized, like, you just got to understand with having Kyrie on your team, he's gonna have some stuff to deal with on the outside of the court that might, he might miss some games for. I just got to accept it. He's on the team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to accept it. That's how I feel about it. That's why I'm kind of numb to it now. Like when he has the personal stuff, the religion stuff, I'm numb to it. I just take it for what it is. Like, yo, do what you got to do, bro. Just get back on the court when we need you. That's how I take it. And even if with this game right here, I'm not even blaming this game on Kyrie. A lot of people are blaming Kyrie for this loss, but I'm not going to do that because we still had a chance to win. It wasn't really Kyrie's. We needed him tonight, and he did fail us, but it wasn't all on him. It wasn't all on him.
It was still a sloppy game. It was still a sloppy game overall. It was just part of it. It was very sloppy. We had a lot of turnovers. That was a big part.
Those 16 turnovers. Those 16 turnovers.
All those turnovers. It wasn't just Kyrie, but Kyrie did play. Again, like we were saying earlier, because all of us were like in a chat earlier before you streamed. We were all like, if Kyrie would have played well tonight, we win this game.
Yeah.
But again, it is what it is, and I think Kyrie will be back. I do think the fasting is affecting him. It's showing, but I'm not necessarily mad with him fasting because whatever he has to do outside of it's cool or whatever. But when it comes playoff time, you better be on your shit because that's all I really care about.
Yeah. And it's with like
I care about his well-being a lot. Then of course that's number one. But you're gonna have to set all that personal shit aside when it comes to this. Because this is what you're getting paid to do. This is what we need you for. This is your purpose. But if you don't want to do it, then you might as well, if your priority is not to play basketball, then there's no point. And you think you can just retire because, obviously we know we can't. We know that if he retires, he's going to be fine. He's great. He's great. So if that's not a number one priority to him, I think he should just do what he wants to do and retire. If not, but that I'm not saying he should retire, but I'm just saying whatever he wants to do, he should do. Like if he doesn't want to set basketball first, that's okay with me.
Yeah. And with this game, like I know a lot of people in this nation are blaming Kyrie, but it's like that same blame y'all got to take and look at the stat board. Jeff Green 7 points, Joe Harris 5 points, Tyler Johnson 0 points, Mike James 0 points, Bruce Brown 0 points, -3. Alize Johnson 2 points. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like nobody, the whole team didn't really help KD tonight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of failed KD if you really think about it. So it's like KD really had to carry tonight, and y'all got to put the blame on the team as a whole, not just Kyrie. It's like
he's just gonna get that shine because he is a superstar. He is touted as the great, everybody does prop him up. So when he's consistently kind of having these subpar games, that's part of the bag that goes along with getting paid as much as you are and being a superstar. When you don't show up, people are going to say it. But 100%, you can't say this is all Kyrie's fault. He's a part in the issue today. And like SKT said, team lost. I mean, it just. Kyrie is a very important. It shows you too without Harden. It just shows you when Kyrie's not on his game. It does show you how important he is.
Yeah, and getting back to the game, it's like in that fourth quarter. Well, I'm gonna point out with Steve Nash. Steve Nash actually made the right timeout tonight. I'm gonna point that out. He did make the right timeout tonight. Like his timeouts were pretty good, but he didn't. What I didn't like about tonight, what Steve Nash did, is not playing Blake enough. Like we saw how effective Blake was tonight, and Steve Nash didn't play him that whole third quarter. I think he took him out in the second quarter when he got 2 fouls, and then I didn't see Blake again until like 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. And you can't do that. Like we needed Blake tonight. Blake was, like I said, he knows how to defend Giannis a little bit. He can space the floor. You could tell like his aggressiveness on the boards. We needed that tonight because the Bucks have.
Blake was easily our second best guy tonight.
Yeah, the Bucks have a huge team. Basically, they have like 5-7 footers out there. So you're gonna need Blake out there to like body up somebody and get rebounds. But how'd you guys feel about Blake tonight?
One question before I say something. Is my mic good?
Yeah, you sound fine. To me, I guess.
It sounds a little distant. It sounds a little distant.
Cool.
But you put your headset in?
It sounds a little distant.
A little bit.
Yeah. Am I right? Is it bad?
I mean, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Yeah, you sound distant, but you sound clear, but you're distant. Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. I think Blake played great tonight.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him more as well because he's our second best guy tonight. He was showing energy when he was put on Giannis. I think he was playing and doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Most of Giannis's points were on DeAndre Jordan.
Right.
35 of his 49 points were on DJ. And when I saw Blake on it, and Blake was trying tonight. When Blake tries, he sets a whole different tone. He does a lot more than just he's a whole different player than what he was back in his Clippers days.
Yeah. And
that's what I like about him. And I think I would have liked to see him a little bit more because I think he could have actually helped us win this game.
Yeah. And like I said, Blake in the fourth quarter. Blake in the fourth quarter, like when he was playing defense on Giannis was not making shots in that fourth quarter. Yeah, I think he was like 1 for 5 in that 2 minutes left. He was doing bad. Giannis was doing bad in that fourth quarter down the stretch. He wasn't making shots, and that's all due to Blake's defense on him. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely gave us a chance to come back. We just didn't capitalize.
Yeah. And that last play, did y'all see that last play? I was like, that was a terrible play. I don't know what I wish I had the play on the if somebody knows where the play is on IG, I want to run it back. But the last play to get KD a shot was it was literally just KD pushing PJ Tucker off him and shooting a crazy three. Steve Nash, I knew you could have come up with something better than that, Steve. Come on, Steve. You could have set a screen, some kind of action, some kind of fake, something different than that last shot. Because that last shot was pretty bad, yo. Well, the play was bad, but the shot KD took wasn't. We could have got a better shot than that, But let me know in the chat, how y'all feel about that last shot. Somebody said Blake gives Draymond vibes when yeah, he does. Tonight he did give us Draymond vibes. He was diving on the ball, loose balls. He was hustling. Yeah, Blake definitely gave Draymond vibes tonight. Somebody said they could have interchanged Blake and Jordan on Giannis. Yeah, that's the thing. That's all because of Steve Nash. Steve Nash, and DJ. Like I said, DJ's so used to that drop back coverage. That's why DJ's good at guarding Giannis because Giannis, like I said, Giannis doesn't shoot like he did tonight. The first game when we played Giannis didn't shoot like this. DJ did the same exact thing that he did tonight, the first game. And Giannis didn't shoot like that. You know what I'm saying? Giannis was missing those shots that he was making. So it's Giannis just had the night of his life. You know what I'm saying? The night of his life. And that happens sometimes.
But that's our story. That's the story of our team this year.
Yeah,
everybody has the night of their fucking life when they play us.
Yeah, Giannis had the night of his life tonight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said it's not that Kyrie's fasting. It's that shout out DJ Chasm. He says it's not that Kyrie's fasting. It's that Kyrie wasn't playing smart. Y'all remember when we had the 5-second violation on the baseline and KD was open? Yeah, that was a bad turnover. But there was really a lot of bad turnovers tonight. I literally saw Landry Shamet throw it at KD's feet when he was trying to set a screen. I'm like, are you serious? I was like, are you dead ass? He threw it at KD wasn't set a screen for Kyrie. Literally threw it at his literally looked at him and threw it at his foot. I'm like, what? And then it led to a dunk by Giannis. I'm like, come on, son. Somebody said when we dig on the ball and disrupt their rhythm, our defense is so much better. Yeah, I agree. Steve Nash Worst Rotations of the Year award. It's just that, like I said, that Blake. He could have put Blake in the game. Blake had 2 fouls. It's not like Blake had 4 fouls. He had 2 fouls. He could have played them all. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't we you brought it up earlier and somebody else brought it, but why don't we play more zone?
Yeah. Like I said, we should.
I mean, that's a valid question. I feel like why? I don't know. Does it put us more on a one-on-one and takes away from switching? I mean, because clearly the current switching scheme is not working. You know, some games it seems to work, but it only seems to work when we have a team that is good on offense like us and has no D. You know, that's the only time it ever seems to really work. But I don't understand why we don't try that.
And the Bucks play like it's the perfect team to play zone again. Like the Bucks is the perfect team we should like to play zone like because they get everything from inside out. Giannis starts it up. Giannis tries to get in the paint. So if we play the zone, it would prevent Giannis from getting in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the perfect team for us to play a zone against. But I don't know. That's Nash and the coaching staff. So I don't know if they implemented a zone or not. But like I said, this is stuff we gotta deal with Nash, man. Somebody said it's too late to change the defense. 7 games left. No, it's not too late. No, it's not. It's definitely not too late, bro. Like I said, it's even if we played zone for a possession or 2 possessions in a row, it's not even, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we have to play zone the whole game. Like play at least 3 possessions, just play zone, see what happens, you know. And if it works, keep doing it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, like, and again, like what Giannis was doing. Like if he's just driving to the basket, go in the zone, and then see him, and you won't see him keep scoring. Like he'll get it. He'll get some stops, and he'll realize, yo, this shit is actually working. Because that's exactly when somebody's driving, that zone is gonna help. Yeah, and a lot.
And then with Giannis post, because Giannis always posts up, right? So it's like when we're in man and we're switching, you're leaving DJ on the island by himself, right? You're leaving him on the island by himself, and Giannis is gonna score. You either gotta double team Giannis in the post, let him just kick it out to a shooter, or you're just gonna let him eat, or you're just gonna let him take a 3. But with a zone, it's like he gets the ball in the post. He's gonna see that second defender in the middle, like kind of like in the middle. So he's not gonna he'll be hesitant to get in that middle in the paint with the zone.
And again, Giannis is a different type of player, bro. This is an MVP type guy. It's nobody on this team can really guard him one-on-one consistently.
Yeah.
So that's where you go into zone, and that's where you use your brain and be like, yo, this isn't working. Especially DeAndre Jordan, for Christ's sake. Come on now.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta use your brain and realize that this shit isn't working. So let's go into a zone and try to limit his points. I guarantee you, we go into a zone, he doesn't get 40.
Yeah, because you can't leave.
35, maybe.
You can't leave him on the island like that.
Especially DeAndre Jordan, man.
Yeah. Somebody said you need to double Giannis early in the shot clock, turn him into a jump shooter, but he still was hitting tonight. Yeah, shout out T-Blow. That's a good point. Like I said, I'd rather live with Giannis shooting those shots than him just getting easy dunks and going to the foul line. Easy dunks, foul line. I'd rather Giannis make those tough shots than do that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the game plan with Giannis, I'm happy with the game plan with Giannis tonight. He scored 50 or 49, but again, we still had a chance to win this game. We're only down by 3.
Yeah.
It's not like this 49 affected us that much. It didn't really affect us. It was kind of like meaningless points, if that makes sense.
That's what's kind of, really shocking too, though. Since as much as the game was, we lost by 3. It is.
And without Harden,
that's what makes it so frustrating.
Arguably the MVP of this league, we did not have tonight, and we barely lost. And it was a bad game on our part, to be honest. It was very sloppy, and we kept it, and we were close. Yeah. That's what I like about it. That's my takeaway. That's my good takeaway from this game.
Somebody said, I don't like Steve Nash taking Kyrie. Are we in Durant? Now you got to leave one of them at all times. Oh, he's talking about when should we stagger KD and Kai like that? Did Steve Nash do a good job of staggering KD and Kyrie tonight? I don't think he really staggered them tonight, though. Did he stagger them tonight? I feel like he put them together. I feel like whenever I saw KD,
a hot minute or two where he may have, but it wasn't noticeable, like a consistent noticeable hey, let's.
Yeah, all I realized was either they're both on the court or they're both off the court.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Because I feel like whenever I saw KD tonight, I saw Kyrie. Maybe one possession I saw KD alone with the team with the second unit. like a couple possessions.
I mean, if there's a positive to look at least we know when Harden comes back that we don't have to worry anymore about like, oh gee, what happens when this guy goes out or what that guy goes out. Like, could easily be able to stagger, which will be that will be nice.
Flame Bullet said we ain't heard Julian in so long. Man, is shook. They coming at Julian, bro.
You about to wake him up.
They coming at Julian, man. Damn. Yeah, Julian.
We finna bring up close tonight.
Yeah. Who would you up?
DJ Chasm, Kai, Blaze is in the waiting room.
Oh, Blaze in the waiting room? Oh no. We gotta bring Blaze up.
Yeah,
we gotta bring Blaze up. I'm sorry, y'all. Blaze gets a VIP. You haven't heard from Blaze in like years.
Chasm and whatchamacallit? Chasm and Kai. Hey, if y'all go in the waiting room, AJ, would it be cool if we brought them up together, like after Blaze, of course?
You said Chasm? Oh, Chasm.
Yeah, Chasm and Kai. Can we bring them up together or not?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but bring Blaze up here. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's who I want up here. Somebody said Nash always keeps KD and Kyrie together. Yeah. I didn't see. Like I said, I saw KD. Whenever I saw KD, I see Kai in the game. I didn't see like no stagger kind of minutes.
Bro, whenever Giannis isn't playing, put in Kai, bro, and whenever Giannis is in, put in KD. That's my take on it.
Shout out Lenny Beeson. He said he should definitely stagger them from the end of the third and beginning of the fourth, but never sit them both out in the fourth quarter of a close game. Yeah, shout out Lenny Beeson. What I was gonna say? Yeah, that fourth quarter when we were up by 6 with the bench, when the bench got that lead, and then the Bucks went on that 11-0 run. KD and Kyrie both came in the game together. But like Lenny said, maybe he should have staggered it at the end of the third and then beginning of the fourth, left Kyrie or one of the big two in and see what happens there. Maybe the Bucks wouldn't have gotten that lead or gotten that run.
Hey, you got a super chat, AJ?
Shout out, how you say this name? DeJour Calloway. Appreciate the super chat. He said K got a good look at the end. It was a tough look. It was like I said, it wasn't the best shot. The play was just literally him coming from the baseline, running into PJ, pushing PJ, and shooting a fadeaway three. Like I feel like he could have got a better shot than that. Like Nash could have ran a screen, come off a screen, and get a better like three than that. Or use Kyrie as a decoy. You know, one of those gimmicky plays. Like I just feel like he could have got a better play than that. But that's just me. I don't know.
It had to, and that's the bum thing is we already know that we're not the greatest inbounding team.
Yeah.
And with that, we only had 3.6 left. I mean,
yeah.
That was a kind of a tough go there.
KD could have.
It was going on, Blaze.
Did it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like last frame, you gotta trust that. You know, if he didn't pull it, there's a reason he didn't pull it. You know, you don't want to like question his prowess. You know, on his shot selection. You know, he's one of the most efficient players like ever. But I think he could have probably hit it too, but he didn't for a reason. So.
No, I'm not blaming like KD's shot. Like KD's, like I'm not saying it was a bad shot. I'm just saying the way Nash ran that play was a bad, like to set KD up.
Yeah,
like,
no, he
didn't give him no screen. It was no screen on PJ at all. Like KD just ran from the baseline and just pushed PJ off him. I wish I can. I'm trying to find the play, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, I was agreeing because the super chat said like he got a good, you know, like he could have hit that. Which
KD could hit that. KD could hit that.
Yeah,
KD could hit that. I'm just saying like the way Nash ran that play, like it could have been a better setup at least. Like at least give him a screen.
A little like a smoother transition or smoother,
higher percentage. Higher percentage.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Got a higher one.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, I wish I could find a play, man.
I wouldn't have been mad if he pulled that shit though. I thought he was gonna pull it.
Yeah, it was just.
Yo, can you man hear me?
Oh, Blaze!
What up, Blaze?
Blaze, man! I had to get Blaze up here. Blaze hasn't been. We miss Blaze, man.
Bro, it's been busy, man. It's been working, bro. I ain't been able to jump on the call or nothing. Like I've been watching the streams and that, bro. But I ain't been able to join. Like,
yeah.
You saying no? You man, all good?
Glad you're back, man.
Glad you're back, man.
Glad you're back, man.
What time is it?
You haven't been here since bro. You haven't been here since we had Harden, man.
Oh, it's been that long, bro.
What time is it over there, yo?
Yeah, bro.
20 past midnight, bro. It's not too late though.
Midnight. We got about the
early game.
Early game.
Trust me, bro. It suits me, and it was perfect time to jump back on as well.
Yeah. So how'd you feel, man? How'd you feel about the game, man?
Positive and negatives, isn't it? Really, like.
Yeah.
To be honest, like we lost by 3, yeah, but it's mainly turnovers, like you were saying. Like we weren't taking care of the ball, innit? So
yeah.
We got ourselves to blame for that, bro. Like, I see people saying if we had Harden, we'd win the game. But we could have won the game without Harden tonight.
Yeah.
Like we didn't need him to win. We just ain't took care of the basketball.
Yeah.
Curry's off, but we can't really blame him either, innit? Like, I know he's fasting and stuff, like, but it's the first time he's done it as well. And obviously the first time he do it, bro, it's gonna have a bigger effect on him. So he was off, but you gotta understand, like, he's a professional, bro. Like, he won't be happy with himself either. Like, he'll know he's had a bad game, and he'll come back and try and put things right.
Yeah.
But like, we're kind of lucky in a way that I think he has to stop fasting on the 12th of May. I think. So.
Oh yeah, Ramadan's over. I think in May 12th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12th.
Oh, the 12th.
When did the playoffs start?
It says May 12th. The playoffs start, I think, the 22nd or the 20, somewhere around there, like the end, closer towards the end of May, we start. I don't know. I have to look up the exact, but I know as soon as it ends, we get a week off.
Yeah, week off because of the play-in.
Starts somewhere between the 22nd and the 26th, I believe they start, somewhere in that range.
Well, the top seeds get a week off, but the play-in people keep playing. Yeah. Top seeds get like that week off.
So hopefully he comes back rejuvenated, because I know, like, normally when people come back from fasting, bro, like, they do feel rejuvenated and stuff. But obviously it's gonna have a big effect on him. But we only lost by 3 tonight, man. We don't need to be blaming anyone. Like, for example, Joe Harris was 1 out of 5 on the 3-point. Like, if he hit 2 more threes, bro, no one will be talking about this. We'll be talking about a win tonight.
Oh my God, yo, Joe Harris really disappointed me tonight, man.
Players.
Yeah.
But if they hit a couple more shots, we would not be talking about a loss.
Yeah, Joe Harris really disappointed me tonight, man. I was like, damn it, Joe. Every time he had, like, it was like wide open looks too. Some of them were wide open. I was like, damn.
Yeah, Joe. Bro, wide open. Like, you put money on it, bro, for him to.
It hurts.
Like, this is why playoffs are based over 7 games, though, and not 1 game, because this is basketball, man. Like, you can blow hot one night and be cold the next.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to be thinking about it too much about the loss tonight. It's not too deep.
It's crazy how Shamit outplayed Joe tonight, though.
Like the world isn't over, bro. Like we still got we're still gonna be in the playoffs. Everything will be alright, Chad. It's all good. We'll be alright.
Let me read some comments. Shout out Jorny. Jorny's toy review said, "How do you play basketball when you're hungry? That's got to be hard." Flame Bullet said, "Adam Silver might even push the playoffs off a bit so players can get more rest." Oh, I haven't heard that, but I'll be okay. I wouldn't mind that. Pepe said, "Yo, bruv, are we gonna see you on Flatbush, bruv?"
Yeah. Let me just get this right. Yeah, you won't ever hear me say, "Mate." Yeah, this ain't no fucking 1970s England. I don't.
Mate, nobody says mate, yo. Tell them, Blaze. They don't know the lingo, bro. Men like Blaze. They don't know the lingo.
Bro, you'll hear me say in it. You'll hear me say, bro, but you won't hear me say, mate.
Nah, bro. They don't know the lingo out there.
Isn't that a completely different country too?
That's Australia.
Yeah, that's Australia.
It's a completely different country.
Yeah.
I mean, people do say
bloody hell,
but bloody what?
I said bloody hell.
Nah, they don't say that. They say bloody hell out there.
Nah, they do.
They do.
I think the lingo has changed quite a bit. Like he said, this ain't the 1970s anymore. Like,
the old English.
Nah, if it's in like some parts of London, like West London, bro, like them man a proper cockney, like them man will say them words in it. But I ain't from London, bro. I'm closer to Birmingham.
Oh, okay. Yo, shout out everybody in the UK though. Shout out KJT Kim. She said Nash needs to watch Spo's triangle defense on Giannis. I know I can link the video here, but people type how the Miami Heat shut down Giannis in Game 1. Oh yeah, Yeah, and people forget like what Spo's defense is basically a 2-3. It's a zone. It's a special kind of 2-3 zone that they use on Giannis, and that's how they were so effective on beating Giannis. That like you said, the triangle defense or that zone. And I don't know why Nash hasn't implemented that in the whole year Nash hasn't played zone. I think actually I've seen the Nets play zone like maybe like once or twice, but again with the Bucks, definitely need to play more zone against them. That would be definitely more.
Well, that just shows you that we're definitely like defense is not one of their number one priorities. At all during practice.
Nice, man. Somebody
the defense has been the same the whole season. You've never seen anything change from this defense.
No.
Yeah. Juan said it's lucky for Giannis. I'm pretty sure the next game he'll not. Yeah, like I said, the first game DJ played him the exact same way, and he was missing all those shots. All those shots you saw Giannis make today, he was missing those in the first game.
Fucking, he airballed a shot. I remember that.
Yeah, he was missing those in the first game. Like I said, Giannis doesn't really shoot like this, but he had one of the game of his life. So, somebody said
just because it was against us. Don't forget it. Y'all got to remember that we are the Brooklyn Nets. Players will have career high games against us.
CWE said that he stopped Giannis. Lenny said if LeBron didn't get hurt, I bet you Adam Silver wouldn't be giving teams an extended rest period before the playoffs start. You know how LeBron, everybody's the bronzexuals.
I just find it funny that like he gets hurt right as he's got to do his fucking movie and all the shit for it. Sometimes some superstar player injuries just so happen to coincide with some outside shit they got to do.
Yeah. Somebody said Dream Phoenix that need to see them play zone more against the Bucks or 76ers, let the other guys make shots. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. We need some type of zone defense, bro. We can't just keep switching everything, you know. Switch. As all Nash be doing. Switch. Every single possession.
Bro, it would low-key work against the Sixers too, man.
The zone defense, right? Yeah. And Eric Spoelstra, the Miami coach, really like took advantage of that zone. You know, that zone was one of the key reasons they made the finals last year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams really couldn't handle it. They didn't have the shooters to handle that zone. Somebody said LeBron is a professional caper. Adam Silver is a bronzexual. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, did y'all see if you watched the game on the national ABC, like PJ Tucker, they had PJ Tucker mic'd up. And PJ Tucker's job tonight was just literally try to bother KD, like pull a Lance Stevenson on KD. And they had a clip and PJ was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that crossover. I watched you the last 3 games. I watched film on you the last 3 games, and you didn't go to your right hand after the left crossover." And I was like thinking in my head, yeah, he was telling KD this, and KD was like, "Stop it! You know I got that in my bag." And I'm thinking in my head like, "Yo, PJ literally watched film on KD, and he still dropped 40." He still dropped 42 on his face.
Oh yeah, I gotta feel it. That's sad.
Yo, PJ literally watched KD's every move the last 3 games, and he still dropped 42 on his head. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, man, like, what you think about Mike James, because he's 10 days over today, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So, like, would you like be reconsidering to sign him on or let him go?
I still, I'll give him another 10 day. I think I'll give him another 10 day. And I know he didn't get a lot of minutes. Yeah.
One question. Sorry to interrupt you on that, but would you rather bring back Mike James or would you rather get a center?
Because that's exactly what I'm thinking.
But what center? What center would you guys get though?
A center. I'm saying everyone that's available on the market. I'm talking like I'm saying these are the players that I have on my mind. You know, I like Justin Patton, Thon Maker. Maybe I've watched his defense recently, and I kind of like what I've seen because he actually can play 1 through 5. I'm not lying. He can actually play 1 through 5.
Well, you were just saying Thon Maker was not the guy though.
No. But I'm saying he gets bought. No, what I'm saying on him is that he can get bodied easily, but he tries on defense. But he doesn't. I've said this before about Thonmaker. I like his defense, but everything except interior wise, he's really bad interior wise. He can get block shots sometimes, but he'll still get pushed 5 feet back. And he doesn't have any finishing game. He can't really finish at the rim at all. So that's why I didn't really like him. And he really wasn't good on the Pistons, but he still had a good 1-2. He still could play on the perimeter. That's what I liked about him. But I still there was still a lot of bad things about his game. So that's why I would talk bad on him, because that it was big problems.
But if I'm Sean Marks, I would solve both problems. I would just waive Cheese, give Mike that 2-way, and then just sign a center. I would just solve both problems. I'll just do it like that. Because if I waive Cheese, I'll give Mike James Chioza spot. Then I'll just have another spot for a center. I would do it like that if I was Sean Marks. But again, I'm not Sean Marks, so.
And but that's probably the best bet. I reckon that's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, but we would have to get rid of Chioza. That's the only thing.
Chioza's so useless. He's so useless. Exactly. We all know Mike James is way better than he is.
Yeah.
Just get rid of Cheese, bro. Fuck him.
Hey, a lot of people are saying center in the chat right now, right? But it's like, first of all, you guys gotta remember, Claxton still hasn't gotten back yet. And with this center that we get, would he actually get time in the playoffs? Would he actually play in the playoffs? Would he get meaningful minutes?
No center that's really available right now is going to make a big impact on this team. They're just going to help a little bit. They're just there to help a little. I can't even guarantee they get 10 minutes a game. I mean, if Jose is not getting minutes and he's getting 20, and he just got 20 rebounds, I mean, you don't know with another center.
Yeah,
I hear you on that rage, but for me personally, I feel like we don't need the center. I get we need the rebounds and stuff, but like tonight, we beat the Bucks in rebounding. We had more offensive boards than them as well, but I feel like we need the center more for the fact of like just the matchups, because we just like, for example, if you do come up against the Lakers and stuff in the finals, bro, like then naturally they're a big team like AD, Drummond, LeBron. These are big guys. We need someone just as big and physical to match them. So like, I don't want us to fall on the last hurdle and like have any regrets of not having another big man, because I really have this feeling, bro, like that's what's going to let us down in the end, man.
Yeah.
I don't want that, because like we've got a good team, man, and I've been watching Nets since 2012, bro, and where we've come to now, bro, this close to getting the ring, like I really don't want this just one mistake to cost us. That's my worry about it all.
Yeah. And with that, the center part, it's like people got to remember, like during the playoffs, the rotation gets very, very tight. Like you're not gonna see, most teams don't go like 11 deep, or you know what I'm saying. Like we're not gonna see a lot of Mike James and Alizé, and it's gonna get very tight rotation.
At most 9 deep. At most, to be honest. Yeah. At most 9 deep.
You're gonna see more of like I said, well, I don't think Steve Nash did it in this game, but you're going to see more of like KD, Kyrie, Harden staggered minutes. One of them in the game at all times, like that kind of thing. Instead of like everybody out.
I'm expecting to see a lot of Jeff, Blake, and Joe outside of the big three. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you're talking about the playoffs?
DJ, of course.
And Shamet?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Shamet's going to get a lot of time too. I think TLC, Tyler Johnson, Mike James, if we keep him, are all not going to get much time at all. Maybe not. They may get none. Unless, of course, we're blowing a team out or we're getting blown out.
I think that Claxton should push in the playoff rotation, though. He should be in that playoff rotation.
Claxton. I forgot about Claxton.
If we need a center to push in that rotation, I think Clax should be in that rotation. But again, it's all about matchups in the playoffs. It's all about who we're matching up against, you know. Let me read some of the chat. Somebody said, without a center, AD will have a field day on us. So Dream Fiend said, sign Mike James, drop Chioza or TLC. 8 or 9 is the rotation. Yeah, shout out Andy. He said 8 or 9 is the rotation. Claxton could look up Giannis, but Claxton going to struggle against Embiid. I don't know. I want to see Claxton versus Giannis.
I'm still okay with DJ guarding Embiid.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that.
When DJ tries, bro, when DJ's in his bag, he can actually bother Embiid a little.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Embiid will not drop 50 when DJ's trying. He'll get 30. Embiid will still get 30 because that's just how he is. He's an MVP player. He's unguardable. But DJ will bother him. And when DJ tries, he gets at least 10 rebounds.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I want to see Claxton versus Giannis though. I'm like that's a matchup I haven't seen. I just want to see how that would go. You know. Somebody said Lakers not going to the finals. I'm telling you, we need another big man that can support in the interior defense. Moses Owo said that, and Al Mack said, "Are there any decent centers still available?" The only three that I think that know of is Justin Patton.
And Ian Mahinmi. I forgot about him.
Yeah, Ian Mahinmi, Justin Patton, and Thon Maker. Those are the only three like decent centers. You know.
Greg Monroe. Yeah, but they're still like Greg Monroe. Like Greg Monroe can't hold anybody, especially on the isolation. God, he's terrible there.
Yeah. Shout out KJTM. Thank you for the super chat. He said trade Forbes for Harris. Nah, don't go do that. Don't go that far. Don't go that far. No, Forbes was looking like he was looking like Joe Harris tonight. It's like they traded powers. Forbes on the Bucks. What's his name? I don't know his first name. And then he's talking to you, Rage. I know what he said. Oh, he said Rage is a Nets network _
Yeah. I don't know why I'm not getting the message. I'm looking at my requests. I'm not getting nothing.
Yeah, it's like Forbes on the Bucks traded powers with Joe Harris because Forbes was hitting everything tonight. Every three he took, he made.
Joe Harris turned into TLC tonight.
Yeah, it was crazy.
For real, bro.
Somebody said Hoodie Katie said Claxton and DJ will be owned by both Giannis and Embiid, but Claxton is 10 times the defender. Somebody said, I can't be mad at DJ. Giannis was looking like a demigod. He's not even doing that every game. Yeah. Like I said, when Giannis starts hitting shots, that's when it gets scary, yo. It's because he don't hit shots like that. When he starts hitting shots, that's when things get scary, bro. When he starts hitting threes, that's when it's like he's unstoppable. He's like KD. It's like
that's
a KD.
Why I said I wasn't even mad at him.
Yeah.
There's no way you could be.
It's like guarding
DJ.
KD. Yeah.
I mean, and what have we been complaining about all year with DJ? And DJ's finally starting to do it. We all kind of agreed that if Duke could give us like 10 rebounds and like some points, we'd be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and at least he's doing that. I will give him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody said Joe should come off the bench. Talk about that.
When everybody's healthy, yes, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I think like KG said, Kim said it earlier, and I get it. Like, and I think it's kind of, I don't know. I guess that's a tough call where it's like you literally Joe Harris is the number one 3-point percentage shooter in the league. He is that right now. So do you bench a guy like that when you don't know, or how do you know Shamit's going to have a super good game? I mean, it's like
I was just about to go into that. I was about to make the chat spicy. Yeah. Ask the chat like, did Shamit get his starting shooting guard back, or should it still be Joe? Did Shamit win that back tonight?
I'd say you could. I mean, you could say as of right now, because you arguably have to admit, earlier in the season, Joe Harris by far more consistent, better player, and then Shamit was on a hell of a crap, and then he came back, and you could say he has been more consistent. So again, do we know if they're going to actually choose to put him in there and recognize that? I don't know. But he does bring a hell of a lot of energy off the bench, which I could also understand from a coach's standpoint.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to, hard to say.
Somebody said Daniel also Joe Harris hasn't played well against contenders since the Lakers at Staples. It's worrying, to be honest. Ooh,
that's true.
Oh, Daniel. Oh, wow. It's getting spicy now. Now we talking. It's getting spicy now. Somebody said.
But I think he'll still be okay if the big three is healthy. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be okay. But I think it's a good thing as well. It's a positive headache to have like Shami and like Harris both playing good, because like I think the last time I was on here, bro, like Shami was off form, and we had people calling him fucking crackhead Chandri and shit in the comments. Bro, they was calling him crackhead Chandri, bro. Now he's knocking him down. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro.
See, I wasn't here for Blaze. Like, and then I didn't. This is the first time I'm hearing you, Blaze.
Nah, Blaze was day one. Blaze was one of my day ones. Like when I first started streaming, Blaze was on it. Like that's what I'm saying. Blaze. That's why I had to bring Blaze up here. I first started streaming, Blaze was on it, and then like he had to take his
OG. He would be here at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, just chilling.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Crazy times.
Hey, yo, AJ, I gotta go do something real quick, but I'll have my AirPods in because I gotta get some shit done around the house. Right. But I'll have my AirPods in. So if you want me to bring anybody in, I'll do that.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to hit that.
I'll be back. I'll be back. So just give me like 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, you can bring Chasm and Kai in here.
Alright, Chasm and Kai, go in the waiting room so before I go do what I'm about to do, I can distract y'all up before, I do.
Yeah.
I'm about to jump out as well, boys.
Alright, Blaze. Oh, yo, shout out to Blaze. Yo, shout out to you, bro.
It was good seeing you back, man. It's been too long, man. It's been too long.
Blaze, the legend.
It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute.
Legendary,
It's
bro.
been good to catch up with you, man.
Men like Blaze, man.
Yes,
Men like Blaze, man.
The next man, then. Respect, boys, yeah?
All right,
yes,
bro. Be safe.
Yes.
Stay safe. See you later.
Safe. Hopefully we see you in them playoffs, man.
Bro, I'll be here, man. Yo, trust me, I'll be here. I'll be ready for it, bro. I'm buzzy.
Word. All right,
bro.
man.
Appreciate you. See you later.
Yep, see you. Yes, see you.
Somebody said remember trade Shaman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Shaman, you guys y'all cyberbullied Shaman. Let me cyberbullied him, and he deleted his whole social media.
I mean, I think. Yeah, I mean, I just think you're gonna. I mean, Joe and Shamit are gonna go back and forth. Like Joe's gonna have some good games. Yeah. But it's like we said before. Once everybody's healthy and you have Joe Harris coming off the bench, you have Shamit, you have those guys coming off the bench. I think they're gonna have a lot better games because. I would say this. I do feel a little bit more comfortable with Shamit, kind of. Because he does give you a little bit more than Harris as far as being able to dribble and kind of create his own shot. Yeah. I kind of will give that to Shamit. So maybe starting Shamit might be a better thing in the midst of this. But they're both going to come off the bench and they're going to eat. Both of them are going to eat, especially when Harden gets back. I mean, you saw what Harden definitely, arguably, made Joe Harris like a lot better.
Yeah.
Yo, where do I even begin, bro? Where do I?
Hey AJ, I'm gonna bring Kai's MIA right now, so I'll bring up Chubbs as well, and I'll be back soon.
All right. Shout out Ice Fortune. No, I was talking about. It was earlier in the season, like when Shamit. If you remember, in the beginning of the year, Shamit did not play well. Right, Shamit was awful. I forgot why he was shooting from 3. It was literally like
say what 30. It is, bro. He played ass.
Yeah, he was ass. He was ass. And then everybody was just hitting up Shamit on Twitter, IG. Was like, "You're trash. You're trash." He ended up deleting his Instagram and his Twitter in the beginning of the year.
It was so ass.
Yeah.
He couldn't. I don't know. Would you say Shamit played worse than TLC?
Yes.
Ooh.
It was that bad? I don't remember it being that bad.
Yeah, it was worse. Yeah, it was.
I think it was a close.
Yeah, it was really over 10 games. It was over 10 games. Like, he had like a couple of over 10.
We were losing because before Harden got here, like he had like back-to-back games where he was like 0 for 10, and if he hit close to 50% of the shots, he would have won those games. Like, he was bad. Like, losing us games bad, and I think he had he was bad, bro. He was bad.
That's crazy.
But yeah, DJ Khaled, man, go ahead, bro. How do you feel about the game, man?
Where do I even begin, son?
Yeah.
I got a lot of shit on my mind. Oh my gosh, I got a headache now too. Like, alright. So first off, let me just give KD his flowers, cause I never like seen a man like off Achilles, a thigh contusion, a grade 2 hamstring, and just hoop like this. I never seen a man He's so skilled. Like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Kevin Durant, bro, I love you for real. Yo, you are really for me the best player right now in the world, bro.
In the world, facts.
Straight up.
Yeah, facts.
Straight up, because I never seen a man off of Achilles, grade 2, hamstring, and then a thigh contusion from like it was. Oh my! For me, so like there's levels to this, bro. Yeah. This man is just a genius in basketball.
Yeah. And it's like he didn't skip a beat, huh? It's like
skip a beat, bro.
Not even.
But now let me attack Kyrie, and it's so painful for me to attack him.
Julian's not gonna like this. Julian's not gonna like this.
I just have to attack him today because like it's not that he's fasting, bro. Like it's that like. It's like he wasn't making smart plays, bro. Like, especially at the end of the game, son. That 3, it made no sense, bro. Like, he took that 3. I'm like, why would you take that 3 for? Like, that 3 made no sense. And then he seen KD open, and then I'm like, yo, Kyrie.
Are you talking about that out of bounds play? The out of bounds play?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, Kyrie, pass the ball. He's open, bro. I'm like, yo, this guy is so done today, bro. Like it's like I felt like bad for KD today, like because like it was just him by himself, just him and Shamit, and Shamit, and a Blake a little bit too. I'm not gonna lie, for me, a Blake too stepped up, but for me, but like bro, like Kyrie just looked like a role player today, bro. Like he just played bad, like for real, like it was horrible, like, and plus this guy did not impact at all. Like at least have assist today in the game. Like he had no assist at all, bro. Like
I didn't check his assist. He didn't have no.
He had a couple. He had 6 or 7.
How many assists he had today?
He had 6 or 7. Like he was passing it.
Yo, chill, Julian.
Passing it around.
No, 37 minutes. 37 minutes. He played 37 minutes and KD played 40.
He said he had 37 assists.
My bad.
I take his assist from me, please.
It was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. And he played 37 minutes and he shot 8 for 21. And
it looked like he didn't do well. Like it was just bad today, bro. Like for me, like Kyrie was just horrible. Like it was his worst game, bro. Like if I was Kyrie today, for me, the locker room, I would approach KD and say, "Yo, KD, it's my fault. I'm sorry. I played so trash today, bro. It's my fault, KD." Bro, he just played horrible, bro. Like,
Yeah, and like I said, Kyrie knew like he did. Like I said, at the end of the game, he started taking shots after the game. Like he knew he wasn't like himself tonight. Oh wow, look at this! I went on Twitter and Kyrie Irving's trending. I was about to try to find a clip of the Kyrie when he was taking shots, and now he's trending. Number 1 trending.
What are they saying?
But your explanation is not Kyrie's fault. It's not it's his fault too. Cause Joe Harris no show. Like bro, I told y'all guys this from a long time ago. I told y'all. I said that if it's against a good team, he's trash. If it's against a bad team, I'm telling you, every time that we play against a good team, he plays bad. I'm telling you guys, bro. Damn. I don't know why. Like he just plays bad every time.
He said so the bad teams, you think he goes off, and then the good teams, he doesn't come through.
Well, no, but if you remember, when he has the unit around him, it's. I get what you're saying, but it's also he does still play well when we're playing good teams. It just he has to have those other players around him, so the attention's not on him, and he can still hit that shot. But I would just say if you D him up, he's gonna not be as good a shooter. And it doesn't matter if it's a shitty team or a good team. It's just he can't take defensive pressure and consistently hit. Whereas before, you got to remember, beginning of the season and when we've had the players, he was getting screens for days. Harden was like, even when we just had Harden, Harris was eating because you had a person that was setting him up off screens. And so I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't fully agree with that. But I do get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, but like for me, it's like I just watched a lot of film of him playing Philly and then the Bucks and then other good teams, and then like saying he's playing bad against good teams. Like it's there for me. Like just
lately
watch the
for
film.
sure. Yeah, lately
like,
for sure he has not been.
And Sean Marks is paying him a lot. So like Joe, like come on, like. And then Uncle Jeff, like, oh, he sold today. Like Uncle Jeff sold. Like I love Uncle Jeff. A no-show today.
I just think he had his hands busy today, man. That man was trying to be all over the place.
Oh, they're coming at Kyrie on Twitter. They're saying Drew Holiday locked him down. Kyrie Irving so far in 3 quarters, 15 points, 5 for 16.
False. That's false.
But you know that Twitter's gonna cut him out of him, especially.
Drew did a good job though. Y'all acting like Drew didn't do.
He did.
I told y'all
Drew did a hell of a job.
Drew is one of the best. People really don't think Drew is a good defender. Like he's one of the best defenders in the league, yo.
They acting like the man had like 2 points though. He did a good job, but damn, like
it's like the other day when you said it. Like AJ said it, then I kind of said it. It's like he had 28 or he had 20, but it felt like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It's that weird feeling where it's like he's there, he's putting up, but it's not like those impactful. I guess
when you lock somebody up, you don't get 20 points though.
Yo, who's this Ice Fortune? Like, are you like for me? I talked about everybody. I talked about Joe, Uncle Jeff. For me, they played bad too, and not this Kyrie though.
What did he say?
He said that I'm capping.
Oh.
Acting like it wasn't the whole team. Like what? I talked about the whole team. What are you talking about?
The problem lately I've realized with like when you have a team and you love your team and you have your favorite player on there, it's like you have to learn to be able to accept when your player does not have a great game. And like it's arguably Julian's favorite player, but at least a man can sit there and go, "Hey, he had a shit game." And you have to be able to accept the cap it. Like I don't want to call it capping, but it's like. Obviously, what Kyrie's doing right now, whether for whatever reason, not even getting into that, is affecting how he's playing. And you, as a fan, or if you're an analyst or love the game, you have every right to be able to say something. I mean, that's part of the deal, but you can't get butthurt when somebody caps on your favorite player.
Listen to this. This is a Brooklyn Reporter. A Brooklyn Reporter said, Kyrie Irving needs to do more on the ball with James Harden out. Landry Shamet has given good minutes, but he should be setting the offense up when Irving's on the floor in the closing minutes of the fourth. Then he said Kyrie Irving has nothing today. Damn.
Yeah, he didn't, bro. He didn't. Like,
his trending part is weird.
He didn't, bro. He didn't. I'm sorry. And y'all know me. That's my guy. For me, Kyrie's my guy, but
that's social media. You can't expect. You have to expect that people are gonna say stuff now.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. This was like this game was national, so I know like this is gonna be the most talked about thing. Next game, we're gonna be like, oh my god, the Bucks are better than the Nets. Everybody's gonna exaggerate everything.
I forgot the game.
And there's that one group that only watches national games, so this game is just gonna be an indication for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Well, you even heard if you were watching, like, because I was listening and watching to the Net, or like I was on the way home, I was listening to. I guess what would be the radio equivalent of the Yes Network or whatever the radio announcers were. And one of the announcers straight up even said, like, he's like, I would be really shocked and kind of upset if no reporter asked Kyrie tonight about the fasting and how it's affecting him, or like why he's been a certain way. Like he's kind of brought up the things that we talked about. He talked about fasting. He talked about just him not being consistent lately and like not kind of being underwhelming looking. He brought up like always looking tired, so it's expected.
Yeah. Yes. So like for me, let me talk about Mike James too. So like if I'm Steve Nash, right, I'm gonna have to sit him down and tell him, yo, Mike, every time you're with the second like unit attack, just attack, bro. Like just score the ball, Mike. Like for me, because every
Mike
time
James.
he's oh, you said, bro? My bad.
No, I said Mike. You talk about Mike James, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Every time he's with that like unit, just attack, please, bro. Like attack the ball. Like, I mean, just attack. Like, score, bro. Please.
Let me read some of the comments. Somebody said Kyrie's just hungry. I'm gonna give him a pass. Somebody said we could use Norvell Pal. Somebody said Pepe said nah. I'd rather would have Mike James than Shamet if Kyrie is on the floor. Yeah. Oh, wait. You said you'd rather have Mike James on the floor than Shamet?
Yeah, joking about.
They're two different types of player.
I don't know about that though. Well, he's saying he'd rather have Mike James and Shamet for that second unit instead of Kyrie and Shamet. That's the thing. I think that's what Pepe is saying.
I don't know what he's saying, bro.
Somebody said play both Joe and Sham in the starting lineup. Nah, that's not gonna work, bro. Can't do that.
No. I mean, didn't they do that the other day? That didn't
Actually, I think they did.
so well.
Steve Nash did do that before, right?
I'm telling y'all, bro. Like,
he tried that already.
He did that, and then I think he did that on what game was that? He went small.
Best game that Giannis has ever played in his life, bro. It's not gonna it's not. Never again is gonna happen. I promise y'all, bro.
No, that's not the best game he's ever played. Giannis can ball out. Like,
what's his career high?
In terms of 3-point,
what's Giannis' career high?
Shooting has him.
Yeah.
Like shooting, I mean, like
this
never
now up the season. And now, if you factor in like the shooting, then this is like one of the better games he's had. Like, but on the season though, like this is one of the best performances he had in the whole season. You know, like, but everybody does that against us. Everybody does that. I can name like 5 players off the top of my head.
Hey, what's Giannis' career high though?
What's Giannis' career chat?
Oh. Somebody said get Kyrie some halal meat.
What is that?
It's
halal is
type of meat.
In New York. In New York we have like halal trucks. You ever been to? If you go to New York, we have halal trucks. It's like
basically like that's like blood drained meat. Like blood is drained from the meat. That's basically what halal is. That's like regular chicken, beef, but like the blood is drained.
I thought it means like it's blessed or whatever by the
That's some New York shit for real.
They bless the meat or something.
Y'all eat that. Y'all walk to the store in y'all Sam's, pick y'all up some halal meat.
Nah, because in New York halal is like he's saying the literal.
Go to eat your gators, bro. Like shut up, bro. Don't talk about.
What you mean? Wait. That's a myth. That's a myth. That's a myth. We don't eat. And even if we did like that, it actually don't taste that bad. Not saying I had any before.
Last time I went to Florida,
but actually like.
I had to walk.
Nah. They do that to troll. They do that to troll. But even if like we did eat it, like that bit kind of tastes like chicken. But I don't eat gator. You know what I'm saying?
Chubbs is giving the literal.
You don't have toothless white dudes walking around gators in Florida no more. Come on now, bro.
Chubbs is giving like the literal like.
Nah, there's no. Hey, chill out. Come on, bro.
Chubbs is giving like the literal definition of halal, but what halal means to New Yorkers, it's basically like. Indian. It's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's like chicken, rice, gyros. Yeah, it's a type of Muslim kind of thing. Chicken, rice, gyros.
And they bless it before they eat it.
That's what it is. It's like rice with the chicken, lamb. They have chicken, lamb. They have rice, gyros.
AJ, it's a gyro.
He's talking about the consistency of the meat. I get what he's saying. Yeah, the meat could kind of look like the gyro. Like that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he's talking about because I have to bring halal meals to people where I work.
Yeah, they got the pita bread.
It's a different.
They got like different types of like it's like a truck and they have like a menu or stuff like that,
Yo, bro, the turnovers was for me too. That was the bad thing about this game too. The turnovers is killing us, bro. Like, oh my gosh, we turn over the ball way too much.
We had 16.
That's way too
not
much.
winning the game having 16 turnovers. It don't matter like how hard we turn. Like having 16 turnovers, you're gonna lose that game. Like
I'm saying, like if you gonna win a game with 16 turnovers, like you gonna have to be me on some shit, and that's how I feel about it. You know, like you gonna have to play like me for real.
What's your career high, bro? What's your career high?
He needs to stop. Remember, he's a 2020. He's the Lees. But I don't know.
I know, like, respect too. Like foul calls. For me, he never like gets them at all. Like Tucker fouled them a couple of times. That's just slide.
He's talking about KD. Yeah, KD was like Tucker was trying to do a little bit more than just get in his head tonight.
He was trying to play that Lance Stevenson role.
I think people don't get foul calls because Kyrie doesn't get any either. I think that happens to players who because you kind of have to finesse it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta finesse it and kind of. But I think it's because KD and Kyrie more so try to finish through the contact. KD used to have that move that you remember they made a rule for it. He would pull it from his hip, and but it doesn't really work as much no more. But I think that's why they don't get calls a lot at all. It's Harden, not Harden, but Kyrie especially. They don't be getting called.
Shout out Flame Bullet. He said halal's like Greek type food. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant, bro. It's like Greek type food. Yeah. All right, I want to comment on Kyrie though. Kyrie just commented on Drew Holiday, and a reporter asked him how do you feel about Drew Holiday being a good defender, and he said it's nothing new. And then what else I saw here on Twitter? Yeah, people on Twitter are just basically some people are trashing Kyrie, and then some people are supporting Kyrie with the whole Mamba. Oh, shout out to rest in peace Gigi Bryant. They're doing the Mambacita Foundation. And you guys, Kyrie did the I guess it's like a sweatsuit or a sweatshirt. I think Kyrie did.
Okay.
He bought each player on the Nets a Mambacita hoodie, whatever.
Good shit.
Sweatshirt, yeah.
Vanessa just launched. I think she just launched it yesterday.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, DJ Kazan.
Yeah, for me, I was just saying that we that we make the that we make them have so much second chance points, and that's what that shit was annoying, bro.
Oh yeah, the rebounding, it was bad.
Yeah, and plus I'm thinking yo Nash
oh snap, yo, I didn't even peep I was in here, yo. I didn't even peep. I was in the stream. Alright, yo, I'm ready to cook up on this, bro. Bro, I understand, man. Kyrie fasting, bro. My fault. I'm outside. If y'all hear the background noise, bro. Kyrie fasting, bro. Ever since he started fasting, he's been unpredictable on the court. We don't know what he's gonna give us now, bro. Because look, before he was fasting, he was consistent every game for us, bro. Every game he was here, he was consistent, ready to go to work. The mid range was on point. His driving was on point. But now he's unpredictable. You don't know what he's gonna give us. And that Philly game against Ben Simmons, the defensive player of the year, most likely. He gave him 37. But Drew Holiday, he struggled tonight. He's fasting. It's just the fasting, bro. After May 12th, bro, he should be Gucci.
Yeah.
After May 12th, he should be Gucci. Because look, too, Kawhi Leonard, 2-time defensive player of the year. Kyrie sauced Kawhi Leonard. Remember the first game in Brooklyn? Kyrie killed him.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he wasn't dummy. He wasn't dummy for his first matchup.
Kyrie got 3 game winners on Kawhi.
Bro, yeah, remember that game when he dropped 57? He hit that clutch three.
Wait, so basically y'all basically saying fuck Drew Holiday.
Yes, sir.
That's what y'all saying. Y'all basically just saying y'all just said Drew Holiday's nothing. It's Kyrie's fashion.
No.
That's what y'all saying right now. That's what y'all saying right now. That's what I'm saying right now.
I like Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I love Drew Holiday. He's mad.
But if Kyrie is on, if Kyrie can torch Kawhi, come on now. I've seen him do Drew Holiday, but that's not to take. I was impressed with Drew Holiday. I was impressed with how Bam guarded him that one time, but it's not he's inconsistent because.
Because of the fasting, bro.
Well, he's choosing to, he's choosing to do it.
Yeah,
but
bro, it's not even the fasting, bro. Makes smart shots. He takes
decisions, but that's decisions. That's decisions. Decisions isn't physical though. Shooting wise and consistency, that's coming from his. But yeah, decisions is separate from that.
And that's what I'm talking about.
He can make good. He can make good decisions whether he's fasting or not.
Fasting. His decision making had nothing to do with fasting. I'm talking about him being efficient and all that. That had something to do with his fasting. Because look, bro, he was on pace to 50, 40, 90 before he started fasting, bro. Now
he was 50-40. He was 52, 40, 92.
40, 92, bro. He was Gucci before the fasting, bro. Now his numbers dropped to 23.9 points a game.
Oh, I don't think it dropped that. It dropped that bad.
They showed it on EVC. 23.9 points per game, 47% from the field. Yo,
it's not just Kyrie though. For me, talk about Joe Harris. Talk about Joe Harris.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna cook up on them too, bro. They not safe either, bro.
Yo, I swear to God, DeAndre, Jeff, and Joe, the three stooges of Brooklyn right now. Like they all played. Like Jeff and Joe played 34, 35 minutes under 10 points. That's unacceptable. How do you accomplish that?
All right, let me cook up on them right now. So Jeff Green, bro, he gave us nothing today, bro. He's out here trying to body them in the paint with his little contact dunk. Like, bro, you don't got to go for the contact dunk every time, bro. I saw that when he threw that contact dunk. Like, bro, you don't got to try to yam it on them every time, bro. His jumper was not falling, you feel me?
Yo.
You know, he was getting blowed by Chris Middleton and all that. Joe Harris was a no-show. Joe Harris was a no-show, bro.
But let me ask you two something. I'm not to interrupt, but do you think we are asking way too much of the players that are standing in, obviously, for the capability of Harden, KD when he was out?
Yeah, we are asking.
I mean, realistically, are we asking, are we being a little too harsh critical on, because if I do remember correctly, after we made that trade, we did all talk about it. We're like, damn, our bench is thin, our bench ain't that great, like, we got this. So I'm just throwing that out there. Like, do you think we're maybe being too hard?
But
I see the no aspect because there's been games where like Shaman dropped 20 since Harden left. Like Shaman had his career high. He was back-to-back 20-point games. Joe Harris was eating. So I think people would say no because of that. But I think the overall consistency, like over the course of games, I think that could be. You know, I think maybe we could be asking too much, but they have shown that like
them to hit every shot. But I look at it more realistically, thinking that some this is basketball, and these guys are considered role players. That most of these guys would not even be starting on most teams at all. So I look at it as like these type of players are going to be more streaky than they are consistent, unless they are surrounded by a Kyrie, Harden, and a KD. Then they can look a lot better than they do. We're just unfortunately watching them have to step up.
Facts.
I'm just saying, like, if that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
But Shaman been playing well though.
All right, let me cook up on Joe Harris right now. 1 for 7. That's what he was, right? 1 for 7, right? Something like that. From 3.
2
for
7.
The thing is, this is the thing with Joe Harris, bro. He cannot create his own shot. You got to get him to his spot. That's why I say Harden is valuable, bro. He's valuable to the team because with Harden, bro, he makes Claxton look good. He spoon feeds Claxton with the easy lobs. Spoon feeds DeAndre with the easy lobs, bro. Pete, ever since Harden been out, bro, we haven't been seeing lobs like that, bro. Ever since Harden been out, Claxton has been good on the defensive end, yes, but he hasn't been giving us anything on the offensive end because of Harden. Harden spoon feeds him, bro. He sets him up easy. He sets up everybody easy. He makes Joe Harris look great, bro. Joe Harris be wide open with Harden because Harden, all he does pick and roll because Harden could get you with the floater or the alley-oop. So they got to try to double up on Harden. Kicks out to Joe Harris. Kicks out to Shan. Gets some easy looks. Without Harden, bro, Kyrie's my guy, bro, but he's not as good as a facilitator as Harden. Kyrie controls.
But we didn't need Kyrie.
Yes.
But we didn't need him to play today, though. For me, we didn't need it. Yeah. We still had this game.
Yeah, that's a fact. Kyrie.
I don't want to hear James Harden, bro.
No. I know. I know that, bro. This game was no excuse, bro. We could have won this game. I know that. I'm just saying. Games like this, like how these games are going, is showing us how important James Harden is to this team. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Harden has a big impact on this team because when the ball is in Harden's hands and not in Kyrie's hands, Kyrie flourishes more because
that's a fact.
The ball and focuses on one thing, and that's getting buckets. That's when he's more effective. KD, he don't gotta have the ball every minute, try to make plays, bro. When he's out there by himself, because Harden will be there with him, bro. Harden will get KD to his spots easier. KD
what you think about that, Julian?
KD don't gotta. Nah.
What can I say?
With Kyrie, bro. Kyrie is a bucket getter, bro. He's not play make. He can play make, but he cannot play make as good as Harden. Kyrie is a bucket getter, bro. If I want somebody to get a bucket, I'll give the ball to Kyrie, bro. A quick bucket or KD.
But what are you asking me how I feel? You talking about like
trust Kyrie to get a bucket?
who you talking about like who's the better who's the better playmaker? I said multiple times on the stream like who I felt.
It's no,
like I said that last night.
I'm not taking nothing away from Kyrie, bro. Kyrie's a great player, bro. I defended Kyrie this whole offseason when the whole media was shitting on Kyrie the whole offseason. I was defending him like crazy, bro. Because Kyrie's my guy, bro. I've been watching him since he was in college in Duke and in high school in New Jersey, bro. I've been watching him, bro. So I know I love Kyrie, bro. I love his game, bro. I've been watching Kyrie, bro.
Where's AJ at, bro?
I respect everything he brings to the table, bro.
Stepping back.
I'm saying, Kyrie, now that he's fasting, it's affecting his body. And without Harden, Kyrie is not that consistent right now because of the fasting. If he wasn't fasting, he would have been consistent for us, bro. He's just not consistent. One game, he can give us 37. The other game, he can give us 20 on 24 shots. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to say. Now that he's fasting, it's just affecting his body. It's the first time he's fasting, so he got to get used to it. That's all I'm saying. He's just inefficient right now. But when he's done fasting, we're going to see that Kyrie that we've seen early in the season. That hungry Kyrie. That Kyrie that was averaging 28 points with 6 assists on 50, 40, 90. That's what we're going to see, bro. Because you know, bro, because the media has been talking crazy on Kyrie. You know he's motivated to show out in the playoffs, bro. Because in his post-game interview, he said, and I quote, it was one of these games. He was like, yo, I'm just eager to play where it's win or go home in the playoffs. That's where I'm eager to play to let it all out. That's what he was saying in one of his post-game interviews. So I know he's locked in for the playoffs, bro. That's what he's focused on. Win or go home. That's what he's gonna give it his all. So he's just right now, bro.
I'm dead.
I'm not. You feel me? I'm not cutting Kyrie no slack. He deserves the slander. Yes, but right now he's inconsistent. He's just fasting. You know, it is what it is, bro. May 12th he's gonna be done. So the playoffs start May 22nd. He's gonna have a couple days of rest. He's gonna be having more food in his system. His body's gonna be rejuvenated. He's gonna be Gucci. So hopefully, game 1 of the playoffs, Harden gonna be back. Kyrie's gonna be off the ball, so he can thrive more. And we're gonna be Gucci. But what I'm saying is this: we need another center because
that's what I'm saying.
Look, this is what I'm saying because the certain matchup. If we play the 76ers, right? Claxton comes off the bench with Dwight Howard. How is Claxton gonna guard Dwight Howard? Remember when Dwight Howard literally, with his strength, injured Bam Adebayo in the finals, bro, with his strength. It wasn't intentional. It was just his strength, bro. His strength alone got Bam injured. Claxton is skinny, bro. He can't handle Dwight. That's why I wanted another center, bro. So that's why LaMarcus Aldridge was a key piece for us, bro. He was a key piece. That's why it sucks that we lost him.
And I'm gonna say this about Kyrie. I see a lot of people say, "Oh, Kyrie, is he committed? Oh, Ramadan." At the end of the day,
you know he want to win a ring.
Yeah.
That's his goal, bro.
Yeah,
you know that's his goal. He want to win without LeBron. He want to prove to Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, Colin Cowherd, all these media points. He want to prove to them that he can win without LeBron. He doesn't want.
Mac, he's spitting facts though. It's not his boyfriend. Chill out.
Yo, at the end of the day,
Kyrie does not want his career to be known as LeBron. Yeah. That's what he does not want. So you know he's motivated to try to bring Brooklyn a chip, bro. That if he gets a ring without LeBron, that would have his monkey off his back. That's what he wants to do. Harden, he wants a ring to have that monkey off his back. I feel like they're gonna be motivated. And James Harden, here's the thing with James Harden too. When he comes back, he's gonna be fresh 100%. He's not going to be tired. He's going to have fresh legs. Because in Houston, he played every game, had to drop 40 every night, play all those minutes. He was tired during the playoffs, you feel me? But now he's getting his little rest. He's going to be Gucci during the playoffs, hopefully. And less pressure is going to be on him. Because now he has KD and Kyrie to close out games for him. He don't got to do everything now, like he did in Houston. He don't got to worry about everything, bro. He has Joe Harris. Joe Harris is the best shooter he's ever played with, bro. And he gets Joe Harris to his spots easily, bro. He's gonna make Joe Harris look like Ray Allen, bro. He's gonna make Joe Harris look like Ray Allen.
Yeah, and
spoon feeding Claxton like he go. You see how he made Clint Capella? That's what he's doing with Claxton right now. He's developing Claxton into like Clint Capella, bro. Because Harden developed Clint Capella, if y'all ain't know.
And like what I wanted to say about like Kyrie, this whole narrative of Kyrie, this, like AJ say, like. We gotta accept who Kyrie
is, bro.
Yes.
Because we know Kyrie's, when Kyrie's on the court, bro, he gives 100%, bro. Good game or bad game, Kyrie gives 100%.
Because you know why? Like Kyrie,
Durant too, of course.
Yeah.
He's the best player in the world.
You know why I say that? You know why I say that, Saint? Because Kyrie is not replaceable. No, Kyrie is one of a kind. There's no.
I'll disagree with that. I think he is replaceable.
No, he's not. I think he is. No, he's not. He's not replaceable.
You just need to go get somebody that can score. Outside of him scoring, that's all he gives you.
Kyrie's different. He's different.
Yeah, I don't think Kyrie's replaceable.
I'll disagree on that, but that's okay. We have our different opinions on it. Like, now, if you told me he had all-around skills like Harden, I would say I would agree with you, but he's a scorer. He's a first scorer.
He's like Kobe, bro.
So what I'm saying, though, is that if you get another scorer, to me, that's replaceable if you're putting him with KD.
In his level?
And listen.
Yo,
I'm not saying on a level, but what I'm saying is...
Yo, where's an opportunist, bro? Pull up.
What's that?
Sorry, Shane. I'm sorry, Shane.
If he's
opportunist?
If all you're trying to do is get somebody that scores points, you can find another scorer to replace him. I'm sorry, you can. Especially if you have KD and Harden on your team. To me, he's replaceable, but that's my opinion.
I disagree.
I'm not diminishing him as that his skills suck. That's not what I'm saying. But if all he's giving you really is scoring, there's plenty of scorers out there that you could replace that with.
I disagree with that because I don't.
But that's all right. It's okay.
Other than KD or maybe Kawhi, I don't think anybody in the playoffs in Kyrie's can score like Kyrie in the playoffs. Like,
well, but then again, we had this discussion the other day, and I kind of went off a little bit where I was like, dude's only been in the playoffs 4 times, and he's only won it once, and you could arguably say with LeBron. So it's not like he has this massive resume of like...
Yeah, but Saint, you gotta understand, Saint.
Why is 4 playoffs not good, though?
I'm just saying, you guys are... People talk like he's been in there year out. That's all I'm saying. Well, he hasn't been there, but he hasn't been there consistently.
Opportunist is talking.
Bad playoff series. Yeah, what's good? How y'all been?
What's good, bro? Let him talk.
Yo, let him talk. Yo, Kai.
Yeah, let him talk.
My fault. Yeah, no, you good, Kai. You good. Like, I feel what you're saying with Kyrie, and I feel like certain people are there overreacting. Like, he's gonna be fine. Trust me, I know he's gonna be fine. But with this game, what Kai said earlier with his decision making just was straight up, garbage.
That's what I said too. That's what I said too.
Like, his decision making was just garbage. I felt like regardless of your shot is not falling, you can impact the game. With saying your teammate playing defense, which he was playing defense. He was playing defense. Do not give him his credit. He was playing defense. However, it's just his decision making on the offensive that just cost us like crucial possessions in the fourth quarter. Then with what you were saying about him being replaced, I don't think he's replaceable. Why I feel he's not replaceable? Because I know what this man is capable of. What defense, regardless of who's guarding him, I feel like he's gonna get a shot off when it's on. He's Kyrie. Y'all gotta know. Y'all know who this man is. He's Kyrie.
The man hits tough shots, bro.
He is Kyrie. Don't worry, he will be fine. He's not replaceable. And I feel like when it comes to like playing, he can guard up. He will lock up. And like this game, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. Trust me, y'all gonna see a whole different game Tuesday. But go ahead and cook up, y'all.
That's what I was saying. Like Kyrie's like he's one of a kind. You're not gonna see a lot of Kyries in the league, dude. Like this guy out. He's the only point guard who you could say is better than Steph Curry. Like literally, like he's the only point guard.
You could say Dame. Just to be objective, you could say Dame, but I feel like Kyrie better than Dame.
I think only those two. Like I can say.
But I think what's it called? I think like. I don't think like Saint has really like experienced like Kyrie like that in the playoffs, and so he thinks he's gonna get
different.
So I think he's like. So I think hold on. So I think he thinks we sound crazy, but it's like Saint. You watch in the playoffs,
Dude,
I would never say this like for no reason. Like
I hear you. I'm just saying. I've been watching basketball since most of you've been born, so I've definitely seen Kyrie play. I'm just telling you my overall take of the individual and why I think he's replaceable. And I think some people blow him. Like, yes, the man's got skills, but his resume of how amazing he is not that fantastic in comparison to other players that have been around as long as he has. And it's like, I hear a lot of what I perceive as excuses of why Kyrie didn't do this or why Kyrie didn't do that. I'm just looking at it as that you look at the resume, you look at the things, you can't argue about the efficiency, you can't argue that he's got the handles, you can't argue that he's got the shooting skill, but I'm talking about as a so far full career, he hasn't blown me away. So if you're asking me to replace a scorer with another scorer that had, if I had to choose one of the three guys that I would replace on the team, I would choose Kyrie to replace.
Who would you choose to replace?
I disagree.
Okay, and that's fine.
For me, Saint,
totally fine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, for me, Saint.
A good point.
If that's what you think, Saint, okay, that's fine. But for me,
it doesn't mean I'm right, and it doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's just my view.
But for me,
that's a good point. Good point.
For me, like
it is a good point though.
Like Kyrie is so skilled at 6'2". Like this guy is
but that's not
everything at 6'2".
His skills aren't up for debate.
It's amazing at 6'2". For me, posting up at 6'2". He posts his guards up at 6'2".
Mentality. That's what Saint is saying.
I just feel
I know.
It's not his skills. It's not his skills. Is that I'm questioning?
Can I
choices of
for 1 second?
things. Yes, go ahead.
Can I disagree with you 1 second? The reason why I would choose Curry over like you can name any scorer like Tatum, Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell. Why I would choose him? Because he's proven. When pants get tight, Western Conference, NBA Finals, when pants get tight, I don't trust these bums, other bums. I'm not calling them bums. I don't trust these other niggas. I trust Kyrie because I've seen him do it time after time on great defense.
Regular and postseason. Like against defensive players.
Yeah, if you say like Chris Middleton, like we just saw, I don't care if you. I'm like, oh my god, I would not choose Chris Middleton over Kyrie, regardless of height or better defense. Why? Because I feel like come playoff time, when you need a bucket, Western Conference, when you have a fucking defense scraping all over you, and the referee's not no foul, he's not going to get that bucket.
And let me respond to Ice Fortune real quick. I am not a hater. I speak from an unbiased opinion. You're telling me I'm not a hater, but you're telling me a guy that you've heard me clearly say multiple times, dude has unbelievable skill. But as a whole, and what he brings to a team has not been what I perceive to be, yes, he can get a bucket. He can go out and piss on all kinds of guys. That's great. But the dude's been in the playoffs 4 times and had 1 championship with LeBron. So, with that being said, that does not meet the status of what my personal opinion of if I were building a team, and I brought in other questions of his personal decision making outside of the Ramadan and other shit, the way he's carried him. Exactly, Mike Giddey. He's too predictable about what kind of Kyrie you're going to get. You can't argue with to say that Kyrie was very injury prone. That was very much a fact as well. So I'm just saying, my own personal thing is I can't deny who he is and what his skills are, but he's not a personal, like, who I would want to build a point guard around. Now, if you're adding KD and Harden, that changes the complexion, because now you have Harden that obviously has the ability to get everybody the ball, which then takes it out of Kyrie's hand, which is what I've always kind of argued my whole life, is that to me, Kyrie's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard in a point guard's body. Like, that's what he is to me. So I wouldn't call it hate. It's just I'm not on the hype. I need to see more from Kyrie, and I hope I see it this playoffs. That completely changes my mind, but Kyrie's not working in this team without Harden in a lot of ways, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll put it like this: who would you trust more, James Harden or KD, or Kyrie or KD? I'm trusting Kyrie and KD.
No, I'm trusting Harden and KD because Harden brings more to getting other people involved than Kyrie does.
All right, but listen, like
and we've seen
close
that
game. Because you said like 4 seasons isn't enough, like to and he's been like really consistent and also clutch. Fourth quarter, last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, game winners, right? So if that's not enough, if 4 postseasons isn't enough, wouldn't 8 seasons of like Harden underperforming and choking, like, wouldn't that be enough to say that he's not trustworthy?
We're not doing this right now. Yeah, we're not going to get into this, but you definitely have a valid point there, and there's other factors, but at least the man's consistently gone and carried a team where you could make the case Kyrie hasn't. So we don't need to get into that, but like if you asked me if like who I would replace him with, and I had a choice of another top tiers, I'd take a Dame Lillard, I'd take a Steph Curry, I'd take a whole lot of point guards that would I would take a Luka over him. I would take I respect.
I brought that up. Hold on. I brought that up because we talking about like what player. Yeah. Each player does better. Like James Harden's a better playmaker. So I'm just So I'm not. It's not like trying to. But I'm just saying like when people say like Kyrie's more trustworthy, like that's why like he crazy. Like if the game is like close. Know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying, but that hasn't happened a whole lot yet.
No, it will happen.
It's happened enough to say like
it's gonna happen.
But it's happened more in regular season games than playoffs. And you've said regular season don't mean shit.
But he did it.
That's me just fucking with you. I'm just
I know.
But he did it in the level out everything.
Like to level out everything. All 3 of the big 3 bring something very unique that no one else in the NBA can give. And we've all seen it in full display. Like each of them have their own shining moments and stretch of games over the season. But at the same time, they all have their problems to which on their own they are clear to show. But when the 3 are together, we rarely see those problems. And I think that's one thing that no one talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Harden doesn't have the problem of being clutch because you have Kyrie and KD. Kyrie doesn't have the playmaker like that.
Can I say something? Remember the Clippers game? Do you remember that Clippers game? Not the last one we faced. The first one. When everybody was on point, right? That's why we need Kyrie, because when Kyrie was on point, you saw what he did.
Again, like I said, I'm not complaining about his skills, and I'm not even questioning his clutch ability. You've never heard me say that. My main issue with him always has been his decision making and how it affects the team.
Yeah, honestly,
that's my major thing. Like if you're asking me, but then the second part of it was, if you're asking me to replace somebody and say who's replaceable on the team, I think Kyrie is, because all he really.
I disagree.
That's my. But again, we don't need to get into that. But we don't need to get. I would say in this. I would say in the current state, the way our team is made up because of the role players and what we lost, Harden is a little bit more valuable in that because he does get these other players to play better, and you're going to see that when he comes back. So I'm just saying in the current makeup.
The only reason I would say like Kyrie is because I've seen like Harden have 2 MVP caliber players and a good team and not like get it done. So that's why I would say Kyrie. He did have LeBron with him, but I consider KD on the level of LeBron. So that's why I would choose Kyrie over him, just over what we've seen.
Yeah, and and listen, everybody's not really right or wrong because, I know some people like a play style better than the other. Everybody has different ways of kind of looking how they want the team to be. And, you know what I mean? Like, that's part of it, I have a vision in my mind the way I would like my point guard to be. And I just think Kyrie is a shooting guard, which is why I think having Harden helps us with him. But if we didn't have Harden, I would want more of a point guard that passes, that does all this other stuff, because it is that has been something I have seen when it's just KD and Kyrie. It does get a little wonky at times about passing and scoring, and that's just that has happened. But we can kick that one to death. But
to put it in the favor of Kyrie is unreplaceable. Look at the Cavs when Kyrie left; they haven't won a finals. Look at the Celtics when Kyrie left; they got worse each year.
Yeah. This is what I wanted to say. The thing why I say like James Harden is replaceable, because like in the playoffs, I think Kyrie can do more than James Harden. At the end of the day, way more in the playoffs.
Not way more, but I say equal, but.
I think this playoff is going to be a huge. I think this playoff, what I hope we get out of this, besides winning it, is really seeing. And I hope we're both right by saying this. I hope the guys that think Harden is replaceable really see, wait, we fucking need him. And the same thing I can say for myself is, I hope that I can look at Kyrie and go, you know what? We need him. So I'm hoping we have that, because I honestly, prior to the Harden trade, was not happy with Kyrie as my point guard. That's just my personal opinion. But once we made that trade, and I saw how they interacted and how we got that little snippet of 7-6 games, I was like, okay, this works, and I like it, and it takes the ball out of Kyrie's hand, and it just lets him do what he does. Go get that mid-range. Go get that three. Go ball it down low. And when he's just doing that, yes, he is one of the best.
Bro, for me, to be honest,
Shane got a point.
Yeah, he has a point. He do. But to be honest, they're like a big three in playoffs for me, so they're gonna be fine. It's not even them for me. I'm worried about Steve Nash. Steve Nash.
Hell yeah.
His schemes and shit.
Up on that dumbass nigga.
His schemes and for me everything, bro. It's just bad. So it's just him. It's him. I'm really worried about. It's Nash in the playoffs. His schemes and everything like that.
It's more of his rotations.
Rotations, timeouts. When AJ said
about Nash.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Nash, bro.
Yeah. I'm talking when AJ said that Nash was. I disagree, AJ. When you talk about Nash was calling time, I felt like when the Bucks, we had a 12-point lead. Was it a 12-point lead? It was 9-point
lead. A 6-point lead or something like that.
No, something like that. No, I'm talking about during the first quarter. We had either a 12 or 9-point lead, whatever it was. And the Bucks went on a run. Yeah, and the Bucks went on a run. I expected them to call a timeout before they get even close to a 1-point lead or a 1-point game, or even when they take the lead. I feel like Nash does not cut the stop the bleeding. He does not help his team. His team stop the bleeding. That's just on me. Maybe I don't see that, but I know I see that every game. He does not help when a team goes on runs on us. He does not stop the bleeding. When y'all watch other teams go on runs, right? Y'all see a coach who automatically, unless y'all maybe the Wolves or something like that, you will see the coach call a timeout before it turns to maybe a 9-point lead or they tie the game up. And I've seen that too many times where there's a tie game, and that's when Nash decides to call a timeout. I'm like, bro, you should have did that 4 possessions ago. I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
I think Nash wanted to run with the Bucks. I don't know. He didn't want to slow the game down. He just wanted to run with them for some reason.
That's a bad game from my point.
I don't know.
I gotta
It's one of the worst things, because he better tighten up on that in the playoffs, because
and that's what I'm saying.
The time for error, the recovery of error in the playoffs is really slim. And they can't take 2 quarters to say,
he can't do that. He can't do that.
He can't take 2 quarters.
The team goes on a run real quick, timeout.
Timeout.
He waits too quick to jump the gun on an adjustment. Bro, you got to do that quickly.
You see somebody getting cooked, get him the fuck out of here.
That's why
Blake should have got more minutes. DJ, you can see he was just getting sick of guarding Giannis. DJ should have sat that second, third quarter. Blake should have got more time.
Damn, bro. I think we need another center. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oh my God, bro! Like, it is what it is now.
We need to invite this. Sorry to interrupt, but we need to invite this Ice Fortune up. All he's doing is saying people are stupid, this and that. But like, come on up, yeah, he is. Like, hey, if you're saying I don't know basketball, I don't know shit. Okay, that's fine, but come on up. I'm not Captain.
The chat full of trolls tonight because we lost. Yeah. All the trolls come out because we lose. You know, the trolls. Yeah, all the fans come out when we lose, but when we win, it's just quiet.
Like, hey yo, what are the trolls gonna be? I wonder how the trolls are gonna be like if we lose a playoff game, bro. Oh my God, I wonder how Kai's gonna be, bro. My boy Kai, bro. Oh yeah, we lost, bro. The series is over, bro. We lost, man. We lost.
Yo, Kai gotta stop with that shit. Yo, Kai, chill out with
that. Get my boy gotta chill, man. Gotta chill.
Yo, guys, so like, should we play like zone?
We have to play zone.
Yeah, against the Bucks. If we don't get a big man, we have to get this.
There's two big teams. There's two big teams we can play zone against. That's the Sixers and the Bucks.
Exactly. We have to go zone. I don't know why we don't go zone. Hey, not only that, how about Steve Nash? I feel like he has no defensive philosophy at all.
He does it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he got no.
Like, there is no inbound plays. There's no philosophy. Like, when you talk about switching, like, what is the principle of the switching? Are you supposed to switch someone big, or like, are you supposed to switch like? I just feel like he just doing shit on the fly, and I'm not sure if his assistants are helping him out. Like,
no, like, they're not. I'm telling you, they're not helping this man out at all. And
they really plotting for that man to fail. It's crazy. That's really plotting that man to fail. And I feel like
we say the same mistake every game.
Well, right? For me, okay. So if we want to switch, right, the same thing that Golden State did to Steph Curry. Say no, Steph, switch back, right? I say that shit every time, and that shit is still happening. I still see TJ on fucking big guards and shit. I'm like, yo, like, come on, like, it's simple, bro. Like, it's Steve. I'm telling y'all.
Yo, Steve needs to step up, bro. We're coming in that time. He needs to step up, bro. Like, seriously, like, he needs to.
There's a lot of things he can switch, bro, and if he does, and it's crazy. It's crazy to think that a lot of the stuff that he needs to switch up, that we we could literally switch up as people. Like, it's not that hard to switch up, like, not switching everything. It's not hard to switch up, like, to call timeouts, like, to stop the bleeding. Like, if we're up by 12, right, and they score like 2 threes or even 3 threes in a row, why don't you call a timeout? But no, it keeps going, and you're like, yo, like, that's how the tempo stops. You call a timeout and you ice them, like just like how the NFL does it, bro. When the kicker's about to kick, bro, they call a timeout to ice that man.
Yo, and the Nets are so bad at like rebounding too. That's what cost us this game, bro. Second chance points.
Bro, I've been saying this, bro. Like, god damn, bro. Like, we make the same mistakes every game and we don't fix it. That's why we lose, and that's why I'm scared, bro. Because we always make the same mistakes, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Don't we watch film, bro? Like, come on, like, it's Steve Nash. I'm telling y'all guys, like, this guy, like, every time a person gets hot, it's no timeout for me. They keep on playing. Like, I'm like, yo, hurry up and call a timeout, bro. Like what the hell for me? You want to, like, yo, my God.
That's the toughest part of watching this, is because I remember when we all talked about it, we said, like, we brought it up where it's like, hey, April and May, like, especially we needed it in April, but obviously with Harden going down, it changed the thing. But like, we've got very few games left to kind of really get a game plan together, and it's like, obviously Nash has the experience of playing in the playoffs, but coaching and calling and who putting people in is different. So what does that mean? Does he go to D'Antoni for advice? Like, who's really
hired this clown?
That is the part that's scary. Like, that's
the one man that failed you getting a chip is the one you got to turn to for help. That's crazy.
Right? Outside of him, like, what are you gonna? I mean, outside of him.
That's what I'm saying. Is it Jacques Vaughn? Is Jacques Vaughn gonna, for me, Jacques Vaughn,
matter of fact,
he's not saying nothing, bro.
We need to start getting on Jacques Vaughn more. He's our defensive coordinator. We need to start getting on his ass more. He's probably responsible for that switch. He's not trying to adjust for none of that.
I don't know who this ice watcher is. He's even capping on AJ now. That news he's not speaking. Yeah, he's gonna cook on him too. All right.
Is that Ice Man?
Yeah, it's Ice Fortune.
Like the last play that KD took, right for that shot,
what the fuck was that?
It wasn't even a good play, bro. It wasn't even a bro. KD had to
we
almost went in and hit the rim.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but we drew up a play for KD to shoot damn near half court shot, bro. Like, come on,
that's
man.
what I'm saying. But it's Steve Nash, bro.
The thing that kind of pissed me off is when Kyrie shot that three. I don't know why he shot that three, bro.
I know, that's why.
He just waited and just surveyed. We probably would have got a good shot on.
He wanted to be the hero. He wanted to be the hero, bro. That's what he did. He wanted to be the hero, and he thought he'd make it.
I think he made that last shot when the shot clock was going down. He thought, oh, I got it. Maybe I got a little. Then he saw a little opening for that pull up. I'm like, don't take it. And he took it, and I knew he was gonna miss too.
Well, Kyrie knows he's not playing to the best of his ability. He knows that. You can just hear it, and you can just hear it when he gives his interviews. You can tell he's not playing to the best of his ability. So I'm pretty sure he wants to, especially when he knows how close it is. It's he probably still trusts his own skill.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean that's a tough call to.
Yeah, but you know what? KD, Harden, and the Nets. At the end of the day, Kyrie in the playoffs he's gonna be fine. So I'm not worried.
I'm not worried. KD and Kyrie in the playoffs is just
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Harden, bro. I swear, bro. Outsiders. Bro, I feel you, but bro, outsiders looking in, bro, people forget how good Harden actually is, bro. And now he's got weapons. He's got real weapons. KD, huge weapon. Kyrie is going to be on his bullshit when it comes to the playoffs.
No, H, I don't think it's just he's the playoff run that he had. I understand people are being kind of disrespectful to Harden, but it's just that playoff title that he has on his name. That's why people don't give him that credit in the playoffs.
Like I said before,
now he's got weapons, bro. Now he has weapons. Chris Paul got injured, bro, and then other than that, Harden's been by himself. Westbrook was a no-show. Westbrook was a no-show. Where was he?
That's because LeBron fucked him up. That's because LeBron clamped his shit.
Bro, LeBron's and now, bro, James Harden is such a different player than what he was, bro. And now he's got weapons, bro, and he can score at will, bro. Who is really going to be guarding Harden? I need to know.
He's going to be feeding D, bro. Once he's back, he knows how to set. Basically, Harden is the cook. He's the cook. He knows how to set the table up, and everybody just follows along.
He's a chef.
One thing I have, all I want Harden to do, bro, I want to see him in the playoffs. He gets a clutch shot. I need to see him stir the pot, bro. It's been a couple years.
It's been a minute.
That's why I said I hope that Kyrie fans and Harden fans see how important or unreplaceable each is. That's kind of my wish. Yeah. That's where I'm going to kind of leave it at. I'm not even going to speak on Kyrie anymore or Harden. But I hope that's the case.
Y'all know why Harden don't stir the pot no more? Because he got that curse on him. He got the little base God curse. That's a real curse. I swear. I swear to God, that's a real curse. I swear to God on my life, that's a real curse.
Hello? What, bro? I got a question. I got a question. Y'all want Harden to bring back that mohawk?
Yes.
Nah.
Them little weekend braids. Get your mohawk back.
I just want him. I like the braids. Why y'all hating on the braids?
I just want him to be skinny.
Bro, he looks the mohawk and the BrooklynNets uni, bro, fire, bro. Come on now.
I don't even know why I did that. I wanted the mohawk.
Me too, bro.
He a different man. He came to Brooklyn.
We got to pull up with the black mask and the untucked jersey. It's over.
But for real.
Don't do that. That wasn't fair. Don't even speak about that.
Pull up with the untucked jersey and the black mask. You're done.
Bro, the face mask on Harden, bro, like that, bro. Oh my goodness.
AJ's blowing the chat up. That's what he's doing right now.
He's taking right now.
Y'all saw what it's do.
Yeah. He let his minions handle the stream.
I'm saying, AJ, why you do that?
It's cool though.
He just left the chat and just
it works, bro. This is like we've only had one other conversation where we had mad people. We talked, bro. Bro, after AJ ended stream last time, bro, we had a big convo, bro. It was good talk, man.
And just so you know, AJ didn't cut the stream. His laptop ran out of power, so he was like, "Oh shit." Can we talk about playoffs? Hey, wait a minute. AJ hit up, said, "Can we talk about playoffs matchups?" Let's do that. Okay. Let's transition and go into a different subject, like because Kyrie Harden is gonna be there till next year, but yeah, let's talk about. Here, I'll throw it out there real quick. Let me take control here. Chubbs, give me some insight. What are you thinking?
Okay. Based on how it goes, we probably won't stay the second seed because Sixers they have a an easy schedule compared to what we have. So I'd say first round probably Miami. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a 6-5 game series. But if we really locked in, that's a 5-game series.
It's gonna be a long series, though. Tough series.
That nigga every time we play that nigga is always giving
second round.
Y'all know this. Every time we play Bam, he's always baking in some bullshit shot clock going down. I don't know how. Every fucking game, he's always killing us.
I've seen him at a half court, a third quarter buzzer beater, and a game winner, bro.
I'm like, bro, a Kareem out here,
But what's gonna be the play-in though, Chubbs? Like, if we were gonna play a play-in, who do you want to?
I hope it's not the Wizards.
Probably the Heat. The Heat are in play-in.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, definitely the Heat. Unless
they took a slide.
LaMelo is back, so then the East has been unpredictable. So they could give the Heat a run, but I got to imagine that out, especially if
I'm excited for the play-in, and if we play the Heat, bro, that would be so dope. But if we're fully healthy, can't really beat us, especially
I don't care. But it's gonna be tough.
It's just too much firepower
because they have that experience. I
kind of would rather face the Wizards than the Heat first round.
Yeah, same.
Because if you think this is why. Because Butler can still go off. Who's that other cat they just got? I always forget his fucking name. Oladipo can go off. They still got a squad, and I think they personally have a better down low game than the Wizards do.
They do.
Yes. Because that's why, me personally, yes, you got Beal and you got Westbrook. I still think we could contain that compared to getting just beat down low.
I'm worried about the Wizards, bro. I ain't worried about them, bro.
I'm not worried about them
either, but I still don't want to play them because Westbrook's going to be annoying and
Westbrook's gonna be on his.
I'd rather have an annoying first-round team than the Heat because you don't know what. I mean, the Heat also haven't been healthy like us either. I'm not saying that when we're fully healthy, they're right on our level, but they ain't no joke either. They did go to the finals.
They have a more well-rounded team than us. They have a more well-rounded team than us too. And they're deeper. They have more depth. Their role players are probably...
Yeah, AJ says he'd rather play the Wizards, too. I'm just saying, low-key, that the Heat could be a problem.
I mean, they are the defending Eastern champs.
I'm not worried about...
Compared to...
I'm not worried about them, but it's just...
I don't know why, bro. I don't know why, but they're a whole different team when it comes to the playoffs. Right now, I think barely 500 or maybe below, bro. They're a different team. They got better. Oladipo, Ariza, Kendrick. Don't sleep on Kendrick Nunn. That man is a baller. They got Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero when they're hot, bro. It's loaded, man.
And Butler, low key, is one of those players that will just sit there for a quarter or two and not do shit, and then all of a sudden, third, fourth quarter, he just can't fucking miss.
I'm back, y'all.
It feels like he could go in his back tricks whenever he wants to, and it just seems like he can. I would rather face the Wizards. I'm with AJ on that one.
The Wizards have nobody else besides Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. After that team is trash. Like,
yeah, but I still feel like. Go ahead. Oh yeah, but the thing with Westbrook, his game is not like a winning game, bro. In the playoffs. That's why I'm not worried about Westbrook, because it's gonna show like his game is not like winning in the play.
I have always
bro, how are the let me know something.
The Heat would be a bigger threat than our second biggest threat in the East.
Who?
The Heat.
Do you think the Heat are
76ers and the Heat are our biggest threats in the East?
Yeah, that's what I feel like. The Sixers.
Do y'all think I was gonna say
I don't.
Do y'all think the Bucks are a bigger threat than the Heat?
I don't think the Bucks are a threat, but they'd be third in my line. I mean, again, we only lost by 3 points.
Yeah, and Giannis.
Bro, I don't trust the bubble, bro. I don't trust that bubble.
Last game we only won by, I believe, 2, and this game they only won by 3. So if anything, this is going to be a close series.
How do y'all feel about the Hawks? How do y'all feel about the Hawks?
It's a sweep.
I'm not worried about it.
Against Boston.
Because I feel like I'll put Boston, because I feel like Jason Tatum, he's gonna like.
I'm not kidding. That's
a 5-game series.
5-game.
That's a 5-game series.
Max.
Because now with no bigs, that plays right into our game. Straight up
exactly,
ball. We count on that. That's 4 or 5-game series.
They're not stopping us on offense.
So is the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seed all in the play-in situation?
Yeah, it's 7 to 10.
So it's the Heat, Hornets, Pacers, Wizards. Those are the play-in teams for right now.
You never know.
No, it's close though. It's really close between the Heat, Celtics, and Hawks. They're only a half game away from each other.
I told y'all that East is so tight. One good run, it can mess up the whole seeding.
Yeah. If the Hawks lose one game and the Heat win, then the Heat go up from the 7th seed to the 5th seed.
Yeah, that East is below top 3. That East is like a tough race. Like, it takes 2 losses for any team, and it messes everything up.
I think
I'm scared that we the 2nd seed now, bro. Because you know what that means? That we got to see Miami, bro.
I'm not scared of Miami, man.
Bro, but you gotta think about it. We're gonna
so bad. It doesn't really matter how easy our path is.
But if we listen,
defense is just not that good enough.
Basically, it's just
if we win, if you have to go off the fact, you have to go off the likelihood that in the first round we're not gonna have Harden. So you have to go off that likelihood, and you have to you're thinking about a healthy.
Okay,
I think they still win. I think they still win against the Heat, but it's going to be tough, bro. It's going to be hard, man.
It's going to be tough. It's going to probably be 6 games.
Without Harden, it's going to be hard,
Miami's a dog, bro. They was in the finals last year. Bro, and then they played zone, bro. When the Nets got
I agree.
They looked lost. Remember,
I agree.
Coaching, bro.
I agree.
Our defense got to be better.
I agree, but listen, that bubble could very well be a fluke. It could very well be a fluke.
It has not gone off ever since the bubble, bro. We got to keep it.
Yeah, but that's the last.
There's 34 and 30 is very. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's concerning, but I still don't see how you're the Heat. You're the Eastern Conference Finals. You're defending that, and you're at 34 and 30. Like, how are the Hawks and Knicks better?
I feel you, but it's the last performance that we have to go off them. It could be a fluke. But if they play near that, that'll be crazy.
They played great teams in that season, in that playoffs. They played great teams, so it's not even a fluke.
Yeah, they have a good coach. Y'all don't have a good coach.
Hold on. Let's add context to this thing.
Wait.
Let me interrupt to redirect, to throw in another question into this, because we could tail off. If Harden is in or not in, how does that affect who we play? Again, because we still don't know when Harden is coming back, and that drastically changes most of it. St. Walker kind of brought that up. It's like, what happens if Harden's not in the first round? Who do you want to see then? Because that is going to be a huge.
Any other team than the Heat. Any other team. I'd rather see the Hornets, Pacers, or Wizards than the Heat. The Heat are going to cause problems. But again, the thing is, y'all have to remember, bro. The Heat are only 0.5 games away from the Hawks, which are the 5th seed. They're the 7th seed, and the Celtics are the 6th seed, and they're tied with the Heat. So they're both tied for 6th seed right now. It could go either way. We could possibly see the Hawks. We could possibly see the Celtics.
Because there's been no confirmation of when that man is coming back. It's been very vague.
The Heat is the only team that could fuck with KD and Kyrie, and I still think we have the higher percentage of beating them.
I have high hopes that we can beat. Without Harden, bro. We can beat the Celtics, and we can beat the Hawks. But the Heat, I don't know, bro. Like I'm optimistic about the Heat.
Listen.
I'm just not biased about that, bro. Because look,
let me interject. I understand Eric Spoelstra is like a mad genius when it comes to defense. I understand Jimmy Butler's a lockdown. I understand Ben. I understand. We're talking about Kyrie and KD here, man. I'm taking a 7-game fucking series on these niggas. I don't give a fuck.
It's not Giannis, dude.
I don't give a damn about.
No one is embarrassing KD on the defensive end. I have yet to see a player truly embarrassed. Make him put up like 12 points in the game or something crazy like that.
I gotta throw in
KD and Kyrie on your team is a wrap, bro. So
I gotta throw in AJ's
game 6.
I gotta throw in AJ's thing here because AJ's throwing some things out there that are also key to this. The next 2 games we play, Bucks, or the next few games, you should say, we're playing the Bucks, Mavs, and Nuggets. We got a tough games that we need to beat the Bucks next games to stay close. Don't forget, we do have the Mavs and Nuggets.
All 3 of those teams, they are hot right now. By the way, just let
I say something real quick. These games are so crucial and important for Steve Nash. Steve Nash, because he has to change his schemes, bro. He can't be like these schemes that he's doing is trash, bro. He has to lock in now and get like a good schemes now, bro.
That's a
fact, bro. I think he's saucing.
That's all he has to do now, bro. He has to get locked in his ways, bro.
Why would Steve Nash put in 4 guards, bro? When you have Brooklyn Nets on the floor, why would you do that, bro? What type of dumb shit is that? Why would you put in 4 guards when you have? That's that D'Antoni. That's that D'Antoni thinking, y'all. That's that D'Antoni's in Nash's head, bro. This is why I'm saying,
telling you,
when D'Antoni signed that contract with the Nets, bro, I got hyped, bro.
You seen 4 guards? I was like, what?
No offense, no defense, bro.
And that's what
literally on the table. We
no
had
exaggeration.
Bro, you
and
see
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Right now, imagine if he had our caliber talent right now, bro. You know what Tibbs would have been doing with us, bro? He would have unlocked Claxton. He would have disciplined DJ. Nash don't do shit, bro. He just be clapping. He don't get in the players' heads, bro. He's a soft coach.
With Tom Thibodeau?
At least Steve Kerr, bro. Steve Kerr be getting ejected and shit during games. Remember that when Steve Kerr would be flipping out on the referee for his players and all that? That's what I'm like.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Because these next games against the Bucks,
these next games are important for us, bro. They will show us where we at as a team with our hardest.
Steve Nash has to step up, bro, on his coaching. I don't give a fuck on plays to get people open, schemes on defense. He has to improve now, bro. Right now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this man, bro.
Because there's no excuse. You have a shooter that's shooting higher percentage than Stephen Curry, and you're not wanting one play for him. At least one play to get into the corner, one play to get on the wing. Granted, Joe Harris doesn't show up against big teams, but at the same time, Nash can fix that with easy, simple pick and roll plays to get Joe open.
Let's scrap. I understand about that. Let's just scrap that for 1 second. Like, look at the the defensive side of the ball. If we had Tom Thibodeau, I promise you, anybody not playing defense, he's taking them off the court. Anybody, it doesn't even matter how many points you have. You have 20 points at halftime. You're giving up another 40 points on the other side of the court. You're not playing. Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? That same Knicks team last year.
Even Mark Jackson, bro. Even Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson would be.
I guarantee you. Listen to this. I guarantee you, if we have Thibs right now, we're easily a top 15 defense.
Easily.
I would even take Tyronn Lue at this point.
Tyronn Lue too, bro. Tyronn Lue, I think, focus on defense.
That's what I'm saying. Every time, bro, for me to the Nets play on TV, these commentators, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, every like Doris Brooke, they always say, "Why is this a Nets team not playing defense, bro?" I don't understand. Like, what's like?
They always criticize the defense. If y'all actually listen, and they criticize. And this is I gotta point this out real quick. So when DJ was on Giannis, right? So after another play, it was the second play in a row where DJ played back and Giannis hit a three. After it went in, Nash clapped his hands.
That's what man does. He's Coach Clap, bro. That's his name. That's what I call him, Coach Clap.
Me too.
Like, Coach Clap. I call him man Coach Clap.
Oh my god. At the end of the day, if Giannis kills you from the three, you just gotta live with that.
Live with it, yeah.
At least pressure him a little bit to put a hand up. Because now, if he made four, okay, now you kind of gotta like pressure him a little bit on the perimeter.
Gotta adjust and shit.
You know DJ not doing that. You know he not doing that.
You know what really got me mad today about Nash, right? For me, so when the Bucks was hot, right? Nash called no timeouts, and then for me, I got so tight with that last play for KD. Like, what was that play, bro? I didn't see no screens, no nothing for me.
KD, question.
I had to create for
I have a crucial question. If he's doing this in the playoffs, like if we're still seeing this shit in the playoffs, what are y'all percentage like of us?
First of all, hold on. Let me. I've been saying since I first started being on stream, I was like, bro, I could see this really fucking us up, right? And this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about Nash at first, right? And then I'm realizing as I'm looking at our games and shit, I'm thinking about the Houston. I'm seeing Houston similarities, right? And then it cuts to the bench, bro, and I see D'Antoni, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, bro, I'm like, and then I'm like, nah, this is like a big part of this is really Mike, you know, because his literal like plan for the game, his plan for the game is literally to outscore the opponent and say fuck defense, right? And so that lets me know that he will bring it to the playoffs because he's done it before, bro. He will bring it there. Right, you know, cause Nash at first I'm like, okay, maybe he'll do something, but when I see Mike D'Antoni, every time I'm reminded that like, bro, he really might bring this shit to the playoffs. Like, he really most likely will. You have to look at the percentage of like, if he did it every year with Harden is on this team. You know, like, why wouldn't he? You know, I mean, it's not exactly like how he did the Rockets, but the small ball, the switch everything shit.
The bullshit switching.
The switching everything shit. Like,
I also, let me hop in here real quick. You have to think about, again, we do have to be very realistic about our defense. And this is not like a stick up for Nash kind of thing, or even D'Antoni. We know D'Antoni's not a defensive guy, but it's like, and I see where Real Royal's kind of talking with AJ in chat. It's like, it does go back. It's like we literally gave away every defensive-minded person we had in the trade to get Harden.
I understand that, but
no. Let me finish. I'm just saying, it's not going to change this year. Like, this is what we got the rest of the season and into the playoffs and hopefully to the final. It is not going to change. It is not going to get drastically better. Players are going to step it up like they have at times, and we will see that. What the problem is that we hope with once Harden's back, and let's just say for sake that Harden's back, he's starting the first rounds with us, and we'll just say we got Kyrie, Harden, we got KD. Fuck it, we'll throw Jeff Green at point power forward, and we'll throw in DeAndre. That's our starting lineup. Now, do we have anything from that point on to maintain an average level of defense? I'm not sure. I think it makes it a little easier now that we have all those guys on the bench that we've been putting in our starting roles that we know shouldn't be there. Does that change it and bring up the average a little bit? I think it might, but I think it kind of goes to AJ's thing about Kyrie. Like, he just had to accept this is what part of Kyrie, and this is part of the system that we have to accept because it is not changing. and you're not going to get anything.
We don't like the system.
I understand that.
What it is. We don't like
it.
What it is.
You can't set us up to fail.
But you can make it better.
I understand that. You can't set us up to fail, bro.
I agree, but it's not going to change.
Bitch. You're not fine tuning it. You're not changing it. Okay,
he's not doing nothing, bro.
You're not changing it up.
Fail, bro.
I understand that. Okay,
can I say something
for the rest of the year? I understand that. Hold on, give me 1 second. I understand this is our defense for the rest of the year. I understand that, but you can't tell me you cannot make adjustments in fucking crucial moments of every fucking game.
Bro.
Clearly, you can't.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was a casual early in the season, before the season. When they hired Steve Nash, I was like, yo, he a Hall of Fame point guard, 2-time MVP. So his IQ would add on to Kyrie and elevate Kyrie's game, and all that. And then when we started like seeing him coach, I was like, yeah, what are you doing, bro? Like,
let me go next too. And plus, Saint, like, you can't set us up to fail, bro. Like,
I agree.
And that's what
not going to change.
Doing, bro.
It's not going to change, though.
I'm telling you, last game, I get something right here? Mike, James on Canner so many times, bro. He's setting us up to fail, bro. It's not.
I agree, but I agree, but I do think the defense will go up once we have all our starters in there. We did see an upkick in our defense when KD got in the lineup. So I do see once Harden gets in there, I do see.
Saint is basically saying that, like, this the reality of the situation. He's not saying
bro, it is what it is, bro.
Our team, I'm not disagreeing with you whatsoever. It's just
we could change it, though. We could change it.
But honestly, nothing has really changed. You have. Let me finish the thought. We've already discussed and decided when you look at our coaching bench. Nobody really on that team, with maybe the exception, is that Vaughn guy still on the team?
Yes, he is.
Okay, he's the only guy that I bet would probably speak more defense, but his voice is very diminished. So I'm just saying, outside of like Nash, D'Antoni, Stoudemire's not doing anything.
He's a defensive coordinator.
I know, but he's not. Where's the defense? So I'm just saying. Like, I agree.
Out there in Germany.
So we know who's running the team. It's D'Antoni and through Nash.
You're not changing D'Antoni. Like, maybe
not yet.
Yes, he ran the same shit multiple years. Yeah, hold on, multiple years in a row. He still did the same shit. Go, Rage, go.
So this is what I gotta say, right? When we get Harden back, if y'all realize, like, after the All-Star break, when we had Harden, we had a little stretch. We were top 5. We rose up to a top 15 defense, and I think a big thing is communication. I never see a lot of communication, but when people are communicating and everybody communicates, when Harden and KD are on the floor together, the defense is so much better. Because the thing is with Harden is that he gets in people's heads and he's be like, "Yo, I gotta step it up, bro. I've got James Harden yelling at me to play defense." You see, DJ steps up when Harden yelled at him. Bro, we get when we have Harden on the floor and when we have communication, our defense is so much better. Like, that's the only thing. Like, if we communicate a little bit more, bro, I think our defense will be a lot better. And I think, and again, when we get Harden back, I think our defense will get a lot better.
There's a YouTube channel with, like, they break down videos of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, like, communicating with the team and, like, being on, like communicating real heavily, like all three of them. Y'all should check that shit out. And it like breaks down, how good of a leader each of them are, like, individually.
Well, I swear for you, Lou.
Hey, real quick, let me hop in. Let me read it. Let me read a couple. Let me read. I'm blocking myself in the
closet. I swear for you, I'm blocking myself in the closet, though.
Guys, let me refocus a little bit. Let me read some of these chat things. Like Just Nisha, she kind of again, this is part of it. She's like, how do we have 33 different lineups and you haven't figured out what works? Exactly. And it's not, and that's the thing, is it's not going to get fixed. It is unfortunately because again, just like
injuries, bro.
Let me finish. We had injuries, but let's also understand.
That's no excuse.
No.
That's no excuse. I don't want to hear excuses, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Let him talk, bro.
Let me finish. Wait, hold on. Let me refocus. I get what you're saying. It's not an excuse when it's a fact, because you have to look at it. And again, we're taking players that were not designed to do what we've expected them to do this year, as far as starting and defense, and we're never a good defensive team after the trade. The only way we have a subpar team that is okay on defense is when we have all three of our main starters in there. That is a fact there. We've all said it. Harden talks, other people play. You see when some of the older players come in, they talk. But that's not going. It's none of that is going to change in the playoffs. It is going to be very much the same of what we see now. I do believe our defense, and let's hope to God that the power of the big three can override some of that. So it's one of those things where we're how many games away from the playoffs? We haven't addressed the possible big man. You've seen no drastic changes. We've had maybe a few games over the season where we've actually credited Steve Nash for some of his moves, but by and large, you've had the same consistency. Now, the only thing that Nash gets a little bit of is like, yeah, that man is his first year had to deal with a massive trade, massive injuries to everyone, and still somehow, do I give him a part in getting us to being in the first seed? Yeah, he gets a little play in there. I give it more to the players than to him, but he does get a play there. However, yeah, 9 games left. Like, we are not changing our defensive scheme.
We are what we are. We are
what we are. The only thing that we can hope is that Nash makes the right call of who to put in what. Now, I do believe that once you have the big three back, it does make it easier to know who to put in for Nash, opposed to now when he's like, fuck, well, if I sit KD and if I sit this person, then who's my scorer? And he doesn't know. He doesn't know who to play defensively. It will get easier.
I have one question. So when we have everybody healthy, can y'all see Nash taking to a lineup of the big three, Jeff and DJ, for like just sticking to that lineup, or do you think he's going to keep switching?
Nah, it depends on the matchup. It depends on the matchup. Like, bro, I feel like he's gonna do some dumb shit and start Blake Griffin against Miami, bro. Put him against Bam. That's what I think he's gonna do, some dumb shit like that. Like he did it the last game, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I would rather start Claxton against Bam, bro.
Yeah, Claxton and Bam will make
way
sense.
Better. Bro, the lineup that I would do if we're fully healthy is Harden, Kyrie, KD, Jeff, and then DJ. And then off the bench, when Harden's running the second unit, I would have Harden, then Joe Harris, and then Alize Johnson, and then Blake, and then Claxton. Because I would say Alize because he will help with the rebounding, and he actually gives effort on defense if you watch him play. He's a solid defender, but he gives effort on defense when I watch him play.
Yeah, 21 rebounds in a game, bro. He has 15 rebounds in a game. This man played him for 5 minutes.
Not even. He has the record. 3 minutes today.
He has the record. He has the record of the rebounding this year. Out of any player, he has had the most rebounds by far. I think DJ has had maybe 15 as his high for this team this year. Alize 21, bro. 21 his first game, he gets 23 and 15 against the Jazz. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but Saint, this is where I agree with you. I'm happy that Harden came to Brooklyn because of all this. Because if Harden didn't come here, it's supposed to be a shit show, bro. Like, it wouldn't be good if Harden wasn't here. That's
so
where
much has been thrown to us as far as injuries, outside excursions. Like, this was meant to be a disaster.
But we didn't even need LaMarcus though, Kyle. If you keep on saying that, we didn't even need it.
Do you think that Nash deserves like a little bit of slack due to like everything that's been put on him? Or not?
A little bit.
Yes, but at the end of the day, your job as a coach is to bring the players together and keep it in check. Nash doesn't do that.
But you have to say
injury. Yeah, go ahead.
He has. I will say this though, because we have talked about this, and then you hear social media and a lot of these networks, they try to talk shit and say that these guys don't play together, these guys are cancers. These dudes are all on the page. They all get along. You can see it. You never. And I'm pretty sure Nash is part of that as well, because you don't have that. Like,
you're full of a real loyal talking to you, bro.
Bro, the problem is this, bro.
What did he say?
When they be like, oh, the picture didn't play together, no chemistry. Like, bro, it's not their fault, bro. Because remember, when KD got hurt, when KD was about to come back, Harden got hurt, bro. It's not our fault, bro. It's just injuries that's killing us, bro.
Wait,
injuries
DJ,
killing us from getting more runs together.
DJ, what did he say? What did he say, DJ?
I can't find it no more. It's like it's scrolled up. I can't find it no more.
He's a Harden fan, right? Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Don't read it.
He said now this African. He said now this African guy want to hop on the Harden way.
No, I'm just saying.
He aggravating, bro. Like whenever you try to give Harden credit, bro, he be like, now you changing your mind. Now you changing your mind. You taking back what you say. Like it's aggravating.
Bring him cool. Up here, bro.
He cool, but like he aggravating too. He cool, but he aggravating. But I fuck with him though. I fuck with him though. He a loyal supporter, but he aggravating.
You really stand a player that be like stuffing his face with honey buns, bro. Like what?
He strips. Like he strips as his second job. You don't need to tell y'all.
Stop that, bro. Stop that, bro.
To pass that, bro, I still can't get over the pic where Lil Baby has the pack of honey buns and Harden's just staring at them.
Bro, I know he ate half of them before he gave it to him. I know he ate. If you look at the bag, a lot of those honey buns were missing, bro. A lot of those honey buns were missing.
AJ said, remember when he said Polo?
That's what I was laughing at. That's what I was laughing at.
I was weak, bro. When they said Polo was in 80, I was weak.
Because he had noise in the background, bro.
Now leave Polo alone. Don't do that to him.
Man, Polo. It's about James Harden.
Polo cool, bro. Polo cool, bro.
If y'all mess with him again from getting in banned, boy, you'll rage.
No. Polo just was building. Polo was building something in a metal workshop that day. That's all that was.
That's all it was. Honey bun Harden.
Honey bun Harden.
Harden, bro. It would be amazing. It would be amazing if you just see if one time, bro. It would be amazing if one time in like the playoffs or the finals, Harden's on the bench and like we're winning by a lot, and Harden's just eating a honey bun.
That would be awesome.
Yo, can we all disagree on one? Can we all agree on one thing? Harden is the MVP of this team, bro, and the leader, bro. It's just
yes.
No,
the MVP.
It's undisputed.
He's not.
Yes.
He's not. It's KD. It's Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant.
I don't like when y'all.
Can I tell you why I disagree?
Hey, focus. You guys, we're talking over everybody. Let Rage go.
I don't like when y'all say that, bro. Like, go ahead, though.
So the only reason why I disagree in the most respectful way possible, bro, in the games that KD has been back, bro, like we haven't been winning most of them, bro. We've been losing most of them. And guess what? When Harden was there and it was just him and Kai, we were winning a lot more. Let's be honest here. And Harden can set up people way better than KD can. I'm not. Again, I love KD.
I go after you, H.
KD is amazing all around, but he's not a playmaker. He doesn't distribute the ball like Harden does. He doesn't have that same impact. He's dropped 42 in both games and lost.
Well,
That should tell you something.
Okay, let me say
That's Kyrie's fault. That's Kyrie's fault.
Before you go, Polo, I'll add this to that. Can we then, maybe the better question is Harden better at setting up the players that we have outside of KD and Irving than anybody else? That's why it has that bigger impact, is because he makes the role players that we are struggling right now without him.
Yeah, that's my point. Let me go. I was about to say, can I add on to something? But it's good. You got it.
You know why I say KD's the MVP, and why your point is kind of like now with like James Harden the MVP, because like KD is playing with James Harden was playing with Kyrie when Kyrie was playing so well. KD's not playing with Kyrie's not playing well with KD right now. That's right. That's my point. So Kyrie's
on his boo-boo streak. He on his boo-boo streak right now.
But why do our role players look so much better when Harden's on the floor? Why does Harris look better? Why is Harris
they look good too. Why is Jeff
so much better? Why does DJ look way better than he is? Why does he make Claxton like his first bucket?
DJ never looked good,
bro. Bro, on the offensive end, yes, he did. There was so many lobs where Harden gave DJ.
They look good some games too, though. They've looked good some games. They've all looked really, really good some games.
Well, Polo, you got it now. You got it.
Okay, wait. Let me say this. At the end of the day, who's gonna be the key to win the championship? James Harden or KD?
KD, bro.
Exactly. James Harden? Nah.
The key. I don't see us winning without Harden. I can't see us winning without Harden or KD or Kyrie. But to be honest, like I think Harden brings more to this team than what KD does, just for the simple fact of the way Harden distributes the ball and his playmaking ability and his
up the game for everybody.
But of course, but again, I'm not taking away KD's talent. I love KD, and KD is my favorite guy on the team. There's nothing. I'm just kind of pointing out on what I think and how Harden has affected this team, because y'all saw when we didn't have KD, y'all saw how much games we were winning and how many times you see a triple-double from Harden, how many times you'd see him drop 32, 14, and 15.
Okay.
You see him drop 16 assists, and we'd win those games. We've won very tough games for the simple reason that Harden was there.
All right, hey, y'all. Hey, sorry to interrupt. I gotta bust in here for AJ. We've got 10 minutes left in the stream. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just go down the line. I'm gonna point to you and just say a couple little minute last words. But we only got 10 minutes, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So try to keep it short. Polo, I'll let you go. What's your last words?
KD's the best player in the world. Kyrie's the second best player in the world.
Yes, sir.
All right, no discussion, just last words.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, Polo, later, man. All right, let's go. DJ Chasm, what are your last words?
Yo, from the Nets world, KD's the best player in the world. This man is special. Achilles, hamstring, contusion, he's still hooping. Steve Nash, if you don't change, I'ma really hurt you bad, bro. Like, it's as simple as that.
Hey, before you leave though, if y'all want to continue the discussion, we could come in the other chat, like after the stream is over, if y'all want to continue it.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
In general, for everybody in the stream, if you have a Discord, a lot of people will get into it's a general voice chat in Discord, and that's where a lot of us will be still talking shit, yelling at each other, talking over each other. All right, DJ.
Bro.
Easy.
Yep. See you, DJ. We'll see you in like 5 minutes.
All right. Opportunist, what you got? What do you got? Last words. All right, he's not there. Chubbs, what you got?
Yeah.
What you got? Last words.
Your favorite team's third star is not even better than ours.
The what? Repeat that.
Your favorite team's third star is not even better than ours.
Okay.
Sneak this?
That's a sneak.
Your team's first star. Your team's first star is not even better than our third star.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Think about it. Who's better than our third star?
Nobody in the world. Nobody in history.
I'm taking Kai over Embiid.
Rage, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yes, bro. Yes. All right. Hey, Stubbs, we'll see you in the general voice chat, man.
Yeah. Opportunist, you ain't there? What about No Limit Kai? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there, bro. Nets world, bro. I'm rocking with us, win or lose, bro. I'm still supporting the team, bro. Win or lose, bro. I'm rocking with us, bro. We just gotta wait till Harden come back and let the show go. Let the show begin. You feel me?
Exactly. All right. Julian, Rage, whatever. What do you want to go? Go for it.
Julian, you go first. Okay, so Julian is not here. We'll be fine when Harden gets back. We will be the undisputed champions, and that is facts. And Andre Drummond is not a top 20 center.
All right. Julian, you back yet? You back? Julian, where are you? All right, well, I'll go, and then Julian hopefully will come back in. Hey, everybody obviously tonight's got their different opinions on who's better, who's what, who's more effective. All I know is it's a Brooklyn way with a little Jersey swag. I think tonight was a good chat. Let everybody get out their frustrations. Chat was live tonight. I like it. Let's just hope we can pull it together. We got 9 games left. Let's hope Harden comes back before the playoffs. Because we, as the team, the Nets team, they need to get it together, and everybody needs to be. So we need to know what we're working with. Because I get this feeling like we're literally gonna walk in the first round with just.
Dang, everybody look.
Yeah, I was doing last words with everybody. I called you, but everybody went.
All right, y'all. Like the stream up. You feel me? We gonna be back.
So, Nisha said, Fire Dragon, where you at? I don't know. AJ, are you coming back in to say your last words or what? I wonder if he's coming in or he just going to end it from the chat. I wonder. AJ, come out and play. Well, I'm going to dip out. Hopefully see you guys on Tuesday. Peace out.
This world, my bad. Yeah, great stuff tonight. Everybody said there's a piece. Again, love you guys. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Make sure you tune into the content. Appreciate all the content. I'll support Nets Nation worldwide. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Nets Kingdom 711. And then if you make a Discord, you can join in, get in on the calls, say your pieces. Yeah. Yeah, you already know. I love you guys. Hopefully we'll be back. We'll be back on Tuesday and get that dub. Deuces.